I was
pitched up. Mingin, I can't do it now. Suck your dad.
There we go. I think
for quite a small landmass, we have quite a few regional accents.
Oh,
So many accents. It's wild how much you have for such a small island.
we have a rich soup of accents.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like in America you have like just such nebulous areas where it's such few amounts of people that like the accents become very vague or almost non-existent. But I feel like every single town I went to in England had such a strong different accent. So
Don't worry, give your country another, 200, 300 years. You'll end up having more and more rich soup. I mean, I love the American accents that you end up seeing out there. There are so many tremendous American accents that exist over there. The New York, the brasher New York accent, the Southern accents, the Midwestern accents that are over there. It's tremendous. You've got a rich soup as well. I mean, it's not as weird and wonderful as our one over here, but you're coming along.
We definitely do, but I think part of it is that it's all about population density, and I think just England has had more population density, so accents could build, whereas you have these big areas of America that just don't have enough people that a new accent could develop. Because like New York has so many different accents in it, like not even including like just people who have immigrated over here who have like their own accents, but like a Bronx and a Brooklyn and a Staten Island accent and a Long Island accent are like 4 very different accents in one small little area. But then you get to like
don't everyone walk around just saying I'm walking here? Like, isn't that what everyone says?
Yay! Because that's
Get
like a Brooklyn,
bagel.
that's like a Brooklyn accent. You got a little bit more down
Brooklyn,
there, but like
yeah.
the Bronx is more like a Joe Pesci accent,
Oh.
like a little different.
Oh, yeah.
Well, our accents are helped by how often we've been conquered as well. A little bit of Viking in there. The North still use bairn to refer to a child, which is actually a Norse word. It's not an English word at all, but they'll use it colloquially. talk about their children. They're gonna to look after the bairns.
Well, I think that's the beauty of how we've ended up being able to adapt and change and just take little bits and pieces out of everywhere and end up having those ones become better and improved and evolved over time. Like with curry, adding tomato sauce soup into it and end up making chicken tikka masala, a national dish. It's tremendous.
That is true.
I was going to say, your analogies are all based around the liquid foods at the moment.
I know, it's because I'm drinking a tea, okay? Another fine fusion.
I will say that to be a bit snooty, when living in England, a lot of the flavor profile of the food was lacking to my American palate, but some of the best Indian food I've ever had. So all that stuff, real good. You did a real good job over there.
There's sort of a generational reason as to why that's the case. If you were curious, obviously we suffered very strict wartime rationing where literally everything down to a pinch of salt was important, and so it was about making your food edible as opposed to making it taste the best that it possibly could. So English cuisine, or British cuisine I should say, is working really hard to develop itself, and more creative chefs are developing our cuisine and making it more flavorsome. But yeah, there's a whole generational thing where everyone's nan has taught them to cook in a very particular way that dates back to our wartime rationing, where actually it was, you don't need a fistful of salt, a pinch of salt will make it edible.
Yeah. And I know that there was also the whole thing where at some points there was like in like English history, there was the whole thing where spices were very hard to get, so the upper class used them as a sign of wealth. But then when more people could get them, the upper class said, oh, this is no longer exclusive to us, so we actually like to eat our food very unseasoned, to show that we are wealthy, and that like that had an effect too on like a lot of historical dishes over there.
Yeah, for the longest time, wealth in Britain was a measure of quantity and not quality. So it wasn't eating the finest spiced hens; it was eating 17 hens, completely unseasoned. But you could afford them, and that's what mattered.
The Henry VIII diet. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also the very interesting thing, like a wild thing that we realized when we were over there is that it's also just that your sugars are different because your American sugars are mainly derived from corn and sugarcane, and British sugars mainly come from beet.
Yeah.
And even that has like a palate change of like the kind of sweetness you're eating. So, yeah.
Welcome back to the Cultural Food Exchange Podcast. Sponsored by Cheetos.
Bisto.
And Mount Pain goo. Delicious, delicious goo.
Like Among Us too. We're gonna learn about the historical roots of our different foods.
Unironically, I love history. I could sit and spend 8 hours just chatting history with people. It's a bad habit of mine.
Yeah.
We can definitely set up the the 8-hour low res history special about video games and history, and it's all tied together. It'll be a tremendous stream.
Yeah, I can teach you all about why we had deformed skeletons as well.
Marvelous.
In the UK?
Yeah, specifically Britain, because we maintained the longbow and religiously practiced it for significantly more than the rest of Europe. It actually created broader and more elongated shoulders and upper arms because of the amount of poundage required to draw them. So we had deformed skeletons compared to the rest of Europe.
Oh,
Well,
I think I lost my stream together thing. Let me try it again.
Mine's all working.
Can I just... What a great word the word poundage is. Can we just...
Everyone loves
that word for a while?
Poundage. Shall we all just say poundage?
Poundage.
Poundage, yeah.
Poundage, yeah.
Poundage.
I hope everyone was paying attention listening to the talk about accents as well, because that was all on purpose, because we're all going to do different accents now when we play Among Us, right?
Yeah, we're going to be following our favourite character in the Traitors UK Series 3, which is, of course, Charlotte. Well, you see, I'm definitely Welsh. That was a worse impression, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. We had this conversation in the Discord. The UK Traders is so superior, in my opinion. The American one, I think, is not as good. And I mean no insult to Alan Covenant, who is a wonderful man. But I think when they Americanized it, it ruined it. I loved the British Traders so much, and I'm so bummed I can't get it in this country.
Kieron?
I think that's slightly different games, because they use the two different types of people in America, like the ones that have been on the Housewives and stuff, and then you have the gamers. So it makes it different to over here, where it's just regular people in there. I think as well.
I mean, I think there's room for both. I would like an ordinary Americans and a celebrity one. We're getting a celebrity one as well now, aren't we?
Well,
are you getting celebrity ones? Oh, okay.
You see, I'd be interested in a normal, a standard American ones, but I worry that it would end up stretching the show too thin, having two separate versions. I do enjoy the format they have, where they have the gamers and they're still influencers, personalities, interesting characters in America, and also the token Brit. And it's I like that style of game that they end up having on the Traitors US as a result, and I saw what happened. I saw what happened with the Traitors UK one and how much of the Traitors US one and how much of a mess that was. It was
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I personally think Taskmaster and Traitors should have a love child and just stick a bunch of comedians in a Traitors episode, and we'll see what happens.
That'd be very fun. Well, that's if you you can get it in the UK. Dropout TV has a show called Game Changer it's not fully Taskmaster, but there's a lot of crossover with it in some of that sense, and that's just mainly comedians on there.
Okay.
So that's very delightful if you can watch that. Yeah, Game Changer is very good. It was just very hard when we watched it in the UK, and I was like, oh, look at all these charming people who are trying to raise money for very good reasons, and then watching the first episode of the American ones, and it's like, real estate lady from Los Angeles. She's like, I have so much money and I want more. I'm gonna cheat it out of these stupid other people. And I'm like, this isn't fun to me.
For me, it's the established lore that you need to know going in. Like, oh, this is the person from Survivor season 16, and they double cross someone else, and you've got to know all that stuff going in. I've got the
You see,
research.
I don't fully agree with that. I do understand that it is probably a richer experience if you have seen those previous like shows, but I do feel that they end up having enough of a discussion or a point out where it's those sorts of important things are there. It's just one thing that they didn't show off, which was the fact that Boston Rob was hot when he was young. It was a revelation to see.
It's my turn to get snooty now and say that what was I had a point in everything, and now it's completely gone. Oh,
I'm sorry.
In typical American TV fashion, they do try to explain everything like 15 times, so you do get a sense of it eventually.
Yeah.
I always like that about Hell's Kitchen. You know, you have Gordon Ramsay goes, "This is burnt, take it back," and then an announcer goes, "Gordon Ramsay is clearly not happy with the quality of the steak." And I'm like, thank you. I never would have figured that out myself.
Gordon Ramsay has just
Dumb
slammed the
American,
steak into the wall.
We're dumb Americans, and we need the stuff explained to us, and we need all the people to be hot and wealthy for us to want to watch them. Apparently.
I just want to end up doing some quick shout outs. I just want to end up saying welcome on in to Ray and Shine, and of course Decky F. Welcome to you both.
Decky F. And Ray Shine.
Decky F, you owe me a chess match.
Real quick before we go into the game too, though, to finish it off, is that I don't know how aware you all are of the American staple that was The Real World, MTV's The Real World. Does that mean anything to any of you?
I know of the show. I know it existed. I have no idea what it was about. I just know that it was apparently a real world that did exist, and I have no idea where it was.
So it was like really groundbreaking reality television for its time, because it came out in the 90s, and the whole idea was that they would have these houses in a different area, and they would bring together people from like all different areas of America. So you'd have like a very like conservative person, and then like a gay man, and then like a farm boy. So it was all about like people meeting and living in a space together, and they were always like full of drama and fights and like all kinds of scandal. And then so it'd be like San Francisco, New York City, Boston, Miami, Seattle. Like it moved all over every season. They did one season in London, and it's often forgotten because there was no drama. Everybody was just very nice and kind to each other and supported each other's works. And everybody is like, oh, there was one in London, and it's like it just didn't get advertising because people didn't fight.
Well, isn't it amazing that if that happened now, that would be the most popular one? It would be like, oh, look at that, they're actually being positive and nice to each other. Isn't that a nice thing to finally see? It's London's time to shine, okay? Real world.
But it's very true. It's like that's the reason why so many Americans like Great British Bake Off, because they're like, oh, look at these contestants, they're nice to each other. And Americans just aren't used to that.
But the thing is that
well, we're here going, oh, she hates him because she said lovely.
Yeah.
Like
we see the subtext. We go, oh, that was such a cunty comment. Like, Jesus.
Years of passive aggressivism has given us the ability that when a judge goes, oh, this is lovely, we're all like, oh, she hates it. They're off.
Fuck that.
They're off.
That was that's an insult to their ancestors, all right? They felt that in their soul.
So our American sensibilities just do not pick up on the heavily. Wow.
It's just we don't say what we mean, even if we don't like you and we want to communicate to you that we don't like you. We compliment you in a way that means we don't like you. But you've got to know that.
So what you're telling me is all the times that like Mr. Matt and Garlips have been like, oh, it's been lovely to have you here, Anya. I should know that you're all just spitting in my face.
Yeah. They were hoping you'd never come back.
It all depends on the tone, okay? Like, it was lovely to have you today. Like, you can tell that one's got some stink on it, but it was lovely to have you today.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
good like. Speaking of suspicious Among Us.
Oh yeah, we're here to play game.
Oh, Yeah, I
There's,
forgot about
there's
that
an
bit.
American version of it. In the South, if a woman says like, "Oh, bless your heart," that's like the most back-ended mean thing you can say to a person.
Oh, bless your soul.
Yeah, like if they come up and
Bless
they're
his
like,
little
"Oh, look,
cotton
I brought
socks.
this like potato salad for the picnic," and they're like, "Look at it, bless your heart, you tried." Like, is basically the equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to kill somebody now in this game.
Okay. I'm terrified. I'm scared.
I think It's Alright is about as negative as we get. You bring something
It's-
truly horrible when I invite you for dinner, and you bring something that's like burnt to a crisp, I'll go, yeah, it's alright.
It's fine.
It's fine.
You did all right.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready to play. I have Among Us open.
Beautiful.
We want to play online.
Beautiful.
I need to enter a code, but I should probably turn my screen to a different thing so so the people at home do not see.
So they can't
code,
join.
correct?
Yeah. Should we put the code in the chat of this room on Discord? Because I haven't got your stream open for obvious
But
reasons.
who's opening it up, and which region are we playing on?
Oh, see, this is stuff I do not know.
So
I will be closing the stream once we start playing the game, so I wanted to read what chat we're doing.
that's fair. I've got that on there. I've done a thing and made it all disappear. There we go. That should be appearing again now. So what are we going? Blessings be on to you. Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a ping sensitive game, so if you want to go NA, I'm happy to go NA.
Yeah, should we go NA for Anya?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go NA then.
Thank you.
Classic, and we'll go with Skeld.
Yeah. Where did we want to put the code in the Discord chat here?
Type it
or
in the
like-
Discord chat, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Tag.
I need to find where the Discord is.
Uh,
I'm trying to see if I can find a chat for us here.
obviously private. Beautiful. Should be good. Don't know if it's.
Aw. Rain, who's my mod, said I'd seriously listen to a podcast of you all. Well, good news, Rain, is that you can watch Low Res the game show on YouTube.
That is very, very
Basically
true.
a podcast.
It's free.
It's kind of a podcast. It's a podcast with games and video.
You've got to really know your Fire Emblem titles, though.
Oh, that is true. Right, I'm just going to grab the room code. Ah, there we go, room code
Okay.
copied. You don't even have to end up revealing that. That's wonderful. What a convenient that is. What a convenience. That's me botching it there. Apologies, everyone.
Wipe this over here.
So the code.
Right. Problem is, I can. How can I do this?
Yes. With great difficulty.
With a lot of difficulty.
I was going to say, this sentence began with convenience. So convenient.
I was like, yeah, this will work. This will work. Right, let's get. No. Right, I know how I'm going to do this.
Where have we put the?
I'm going to put the code in there in just 2 ticks. I've just got to do something quickly. Just got to make that disappear for a sec so I can actually put the chat into there, because otherwise it will pop it into the stream. There we go. I popped it in there. Then I can put that back on. Sorry.
There we go.
Second.
Aberrations.
Oh no. Ah, my chat, don't steal it. Oh no, I didn't do it. Oh no. Hold it.
Oh, that's not fair.
I've got a bread hat. I've got a bread hat.
How
Lovely.
did you get the name Garlips? I'm upset. How did you do that?
Yeah, how did you?
I think you can. I don't know. I'm good at games.
I want name.
Potato?
I've got to resurrect my character from when I used to stream this game.
Right, cool. So, either
I
way.
don't think I can. They got rid of it.
So,
Madness.
Game settings. Stick with one imposter for now, yeah?
I think, yeah, because there's only 5 of us.
Yeah. 22.5 kill. Well, 22.5 kill seconds. Kill cooldown. Imposter vision 1.5. Kill distance medium. Might just player speed up a little bit. Confirm ejects, yeah?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, and anonymous votes on or off. You've got to own up to those votes.
Yeah, I think last time we did, it wasn't anonymous, was it?
Yeah, one anonymous. We'll go with that for the time being. We'll put in...
The only time I've played this game was with Anya last time, so
Ah.
I've not played it since.
Well, I'll keep it nice and simple for the minute. There we go. Right. So that should be all good.
And just to run through what we're doing here again, we turn off our camera when we get killed.
You just mute... oh, yeah, you could do.
I thought it was camera on all the time.
Oh, camera on and sound off.
Yeah, mute and deafen.
Yeah.
And then at meetings, unmute and undeafen. Because if you deafen, then the dead people can talk to each other while you're playing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so make sure you put on mute and deafen.
Yeah. It was cameras on unless you're killed, and if you're killed, then you turn your camera off. And that normally played it where.
But the thing is that if you turn your camera off, that's data, that's information to everyone else. I know that, but you're not going to be looking over there. But if you even just peek over there for a second, it's like, oh, I can see that someone's turned their camera off. They're dead then.
Yes.
Someone's died.
But then that does add the fun then of someone has died, you just have not found the body. But
it is information, yeah.
The whole time. We can do it with cameras on the whole time.
Right. It's right. Cool. Oh, I'm just seeing what Sausage Tron is doing. What the hell is it? What have you been doing to Sausage Tron? What did you request?
Sausage Tron doesn't need an excuse. He's just crap, mate.
Oh.
Get a new boat, mate.
Lovingly close the stream now.
Right. Okay. Cool. We all set up, ready to go. I'm going to switch over to the game camera there. There we go. Wonderful. I hadn't done that. Happy days. Right. Mutant and deafen. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh.
Oh my.
No.
Right, I found Potato by electrical down the south side of the ship.
Okay.
I recently seen Stringhail and Garlips leaving medical together. Anya,
Yes.
where were you?
I something in navigation, and then I was going up to upper engine, and then I was trying to get back down there. I'm currently in weapons. I forgot how much of this map I don't remember.
Okay.
So what you're saying is you were heading north from a southerly direction?
Yeah, I was trying to remember where stuff was because I forgot that you could bring up the map. So I had been kind of like willy-nilly around different areas, and then I went to Upper Engine to do the one there, and then I went over to navigation, and then I'm currently in weapons. I think so. I'm looking at the map again. I think that was the path. I was just kind of all over because I can't remember where things were.
I've completely forgotten this map as well.
So
Yeah.
I didn't do any tasks. I actually went straight to the map table, and there was someone moving very weirdly from the navigation room into Upper Engine and back again.
Okay. That was probably me. I was wandering around that. I saw. I've done the card swipe task. However, I can confirm that Garlips saw me doing scan. Garlips, can you confirm you saw me doing med scan?
That's the one. Yes, because I was in medbay as well. I'm doing the one where you have to scan a sample and wait for it and come back for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the one you would.
Garlips was with me that whole time, so I'm convinced it wasn't Garlips.
Okay.
Potato was watching me on the map table, so could have killed me and didn't. I was obviously dead.
My at the moment, I'm swinging towards Anya at the moment.
So am I.
I don't have enough confidence to vote for anyone.
I'm kind of with you there, Garlips, but
This could be literally the end here. Bam!
Well done, fellas. Well done. I'm sorry I didn't co-sign.
it's okay. No, it's so hard because it's like I haven't played this for so long. I also forgot what all the tasks were. So if one of you were to say like, "What did you do in Upper Engine?" I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what you do in Upper Engine."
Yeah, I would have problems as well.
I was just trying to go to rooms where I could remember what the task was and spend enough time there that it looked real.
That's exactly why I didn't bother doing a task. I went, I'm just going to go to the map table and see if someone uses it. And then try to catch them.
Oh,
I was scanning the doohickey in the whatchamacallizer, and we playing again?
yeah, of course we are. But
I have to press play again.
Kieron, like,
Yeah, sorry, my game quit itself, so I'm just joining back in now.
oh, criminy!
There I am.
Whee! Fantastic, fantastic.
Oh,
Wow, Anya, you killed him so hard it broke the game.
Yeah, I know.
I'm intense. What can I say?
Brutal,
So
absolutely
upset
brutal.
it doesn't have a name. Garlips has
You
got a
the
name.
imposter straight off the bat.
I don't know how I did the name thing. I honestly have no idea.
There will be a way. I'm just switching myself over to green because that's the colour that I need to be here.
Yeah, it's back on the home screen. You can change your name.
I'll have to sort that out so that I'm actually a proper name rather than Goody Cubic. Cubic. Right. So wonderful. Are we ready to get running? Settings okay, folks. Everything all good with the settings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm just making myself dance.
Beautiful. I'm gonna pet my guilty spark. Yeah. Yeah. So you love it. Yeah. There we go. Right. So I will hit start. I'll stop the nonsense.
Everybody.
Good luck to all.
Did you know? Sausages were once used as currency in ancient civilizations. Now that's some meaty power. Imagine trading links for sausages.
That is a completely fair point, to be fair. Come on. Oh, of course, I have to move it down. That's me forgetting. Oh. Oh, hello there.
Oh, well, it wasn't Anya.
Electrical. I found it.
Okay, I was in electrical and did my tasks and then left. That was about a minute ago, 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I was in there at the same time as you.
Yeah.
I've gone up, done my task in, well, set off the first part of my task in mid bay, and then head over to like navigation. I think I bumped into you again over there.
Yeah, I've also seen Mr. Matt. He was down in was it storage or
Yeah.
somewhere down the bottom?
It was storage. You saw me do the wires. I presume you were also doing wires after me, and then I went up to the comms room in the middle, the HQ room, to end up basically doing the wires in there, and then I was just going to go and download data. Blue, what were you up to?
So I did a sort of right to left circuit. So I went over to navigation. I emptied a trash chute did a navigation puzzle, then did wires at admin, second wires at navigation, moved to upper engine, went to lower engine, to electrical because I got the task there, and that's where I found the body.
Okay.
Didn't something also happen just before the body was found? Like
There was a
one of
reactor
those things,
meltdown.
yeah,
and
where we've got
I was ignoring it. I'm not gonna lie. I carried on. I figured someone else would get it, so
Oh,
I ignored it.
I was making my way to it. What about
on the opposite side of the
Potato?
map.
I did see Goody at med bay, so he could have been going to the reactor.
I was going towards it. Potato, where were you, sir?
Yeah, I was over the right hand side at the end, and then the reactor went, and I started running over from there. But like I said, I'd done my task in med bay. I think 2 people were going left as I went out and went right from there, but I can't remember which 2 people it was.
Would you like to share your vote with us, Scarlett?
I've gone with Kieron
Okay.
Okay.
because this time I don't want to be. I'd rather be wrong 100% than just sit on the sidelines and not vote.
Well, I don't think there is anything conclusive, so I'm going to abstain from voting at the moment.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which, with this player base, may just mean that you get booed out purely off the virtue of 1 vote.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't eject on 1 vote.
Okay. See, it's all fine. It worked out fine.
No. As well.
Oh yeah, you stick around with this one, don't you? Oh, hello. Beautiful. Fun. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah. Well, let's see if they all get it. I hope they do. Oh, blimey. Can't believe I'm dead. It was a good run, to be fair, you know. I existed for a while. Whilst it's, you know, just us here like this, hopefully you're having a fantastic day. It's obviously Monday today. Start of a new week, isn't it? Here we are, getting through it all together. We'll see if they can deduce that Potato, Kieron Potato, was the imposter here. If you haven't ended up checking out Kieron Potato's stuff, he's over on the Tickety Talks and the Instagrams. I would recommend it. It's great. There's lots of good stuff over there. Let's just make sure it's working. Yeah. It's funny. In duplication there. It's weird that the shared chat is not popping up in there. Whilst this is all going on, I'm going to see if I can fix the shared chat. Unless, of course, it just doesn't support it. I suppose it would be a thing. Yep, stay in the same session. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Oh, right. Oh no.
Decided
So
to
I
let
just
you
went for the
two
wrong person.
argue amongst yourselves there, and I'll just back whichever
Yeah,
one I knew.
I
was
told you it wasn't
definitely
me, and the fact
voting
you
for
went for
the
me so hard made me think it was you.
Oh.
No, I fully understand how I incriminated myself. I fully understand it.
Sometimes in this game, not knowing what the fuck is going on is a blessing, but sometimes it's also a curse and makes you look shifty.
I had absolutely no
That's what I
defense for
thought.
where
I was like, what on earth is Garlips doing? And apparently,
My tasks! I was doing my tasks!
I had absolutely no defense for where I was, but luckily no one asked me.
How did you not get him? Like, I was killed right in front of someone.
Always the silent potato you never expect.
Oh yeah.
you were killed right in front of someone. That wouldn't have been me. I was
I don't think
loitering in
I killed
admin.
someone. I might
I was
have.
loitering in
I don't think I did.
admin.
I was killed and then basically it was immediately body discovered.
Oh, so you've just been killed? Then his body wasn't.
Oh yeah, when
Kieron
you were
wasn't visible.
when you were accusing Garlips of being in the vent, well, having taken the vent to security, I was
Was it
just
you that took
I
the
was
vent
just
to
sat in the
security?
vent at the time.
I knew there was a vent. I just didn't know who was doing it.
So, shall we stick with those rules or should we switch things up a little bit?
Anybody can use the vents, or only imposters can use the vents?
Do you want me to turn imposters only vents on? We
I
do
think it
that.
is only
Haven't
imposters that
anybody-
can use the vent, isn't it?
Is it only imposters? I wasn't sure if you could allow anybody to use vents.
There are crewmate roles, but they only really work in with additional players. Where like
Gotcha.
there's a crewmate
Oh.
who can vent.
Yeah, the engineer.
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
right.
But
yeah.
as a rule of thumb, yes, only the imposters can use the vents. So
okay.
if someone suddenly appears on the other, they probably vented to get there.
Copy. Thank you.
There we go. Right.
Noisemaker.
Yeah. Enable the noisemaker and phantom. 50% chance on each. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
the noisemaker, when you get killed, your body lets off like an alarm that everyone can hear and see the direction of it on the map.
That could be funky. Why has Scarlet's got that cheeky smile on?
I'm standing in front of you whenever you move. Little things, please, little minds. Okay?
Fantastic. I hope you're happy. I'm starting now. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Right, let's see what we've got now. Oh, there we go. Wonderful, let's get cracking. First up, we're going to be off to admin. There. Ooh.
Quick, wasn't it?
That was the noisemaker thing went off.
Immediately.
I ran over towards the body. It's on weapons. I imagine they've just been shooting some asteroids on weapons. I make my way through the doorway as I see Anya running away from the body. That's what I saw. Whether you want to, accuse me.
I mean, I was
don't
making
know.
my way down to Shields, but
You're
it was so fast.
do we buy this defense?
What is the defense again? You were running to shields.
Yeah, it was so fast. I had my map up, but I was trying to get down to my first spot, which is Shields.
I mean, to play devil's advocate, someone could have killed and jumped in the vent. That's just above.
Where is the vent?
Just above where the body was, but what I saw you was running down towards like O2 direction.
Oh, okay.
So either you've killed them and are caught running away, or you've gone through and someone else is killed and jumped in the vent.
Well, by process of
Or
elimination, that
it
would
could
leave
be
Mr.
me,
Matt.
but it's not me.
I was off doing my own thing. Like, what was I doing at the time when I ended up
Yeah,
having
where
the-
are you?
I was doing the card swipe.
Ian?
Well, the middle room where the maps are,
Yeah, an admin.
Oh, okay, right.
which is just nearby.
Mm.
Luke?
I'm in electrical, so
Okay. Well, I know what I saw, so I know how I'm voting.
I'm gonna back you up, broski.
I'm afraid I have to. I don't want to lose out on this trend again.
Wow.
We got a self vote as well.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, that might have been a bit aggressive, Anya.
You know,
Just
You got.
following me and immediately murdering.
Yeah, it
Well-
wasn't even like 20 seconds.
It
yeah,
was.
but my thought was the last time I forgot the map so much that it took me a really long time to kill anybody, and I was really nervous. And it's like I've played some games of Among Us where like they kill 2 to 3 people before the body's even found, and I'm like, if I can, because it's only 5 of us, I'm like, if I can kill 2 people, real good odds.
To be fair, it's only because the noisemaker went off. That's the only reason I ran over there.
Yes.
Because I was just about to go down, but the noisemaker thing came up, so I just followed it over there. And unfortunately,
Let's say that I'm good at this game. It was the noisemaker.
It was that darn noisemaker that got me, and those darn kids. Right.
It was a darn alarm when I did my first kill, like 10 seconds into the game. That really gave it away.
It was bad RNG. Let's just end up saying it was RNG, okay? RNGesus is to blame here. Right. Should I turn off that roll as a result of that?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I also should have jumped in the vent. Like,
That you now know that when that situation happens, that you should be prepared. You should end up having an exit strategy.
yes.
Smart move. There we go. Right. Good luck, all.
I like the.
Good luck.
There we go. Right. Make some noise. Because Garlips hasn't been there. I knew that was happening. Knew it was coming. Let's see how you deal with this.
wasn't paying attention because I was AFK with Anya in cafeteria. So I can clear Anya. I can say it was 100% Anya because you didn't even move.
Yeah.
See, that
I
was a
just did a
mistake.
little
I
dance for you.
She didn't even move. So
I went off to the right-hand side, ran up to navigation, and then the noise thing went off, so I was running down below just in case someone came out of one of the vents down there. That's my movements. So I don't know who went towards admin at first, but I was on the right when the noisemaker thing went off.
I went south, and then I went west to electrical, where I'm doing my electrical task.
So you went south?
I did go south, yeah.
In the direction of admin?
I went past admin, yeah. Into storage, and then through to electrical.
What do you think, Anya? You're the only person I could trust.
Just stand in the cafeteria and then left. So I have no. I mean, if we're choosing, I'll go. I'll go
Cafeteria
garlic.
defense.
I'll go garlic.
You just want to shoot garlics and hope.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey,
This game never lets me be imposter. I would like to be imposter.
I'm terrible at imposter. I'm happy at crewmate.
The last time we played with Anya, I was imposter once, and it was in a game where we decided who the imposter was before we started. I don't know who to vote for. I'm not voting.
Well, the only reason I went Garlips is because it was down to me and you, but I might have just been played by someone potentially.
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah. Had that moment there where I was like, have I just had the wall fall right over my eyes there for a second?
Oh,
Amazing.
I mean, that was a bit unlucky that me and Anya were both just AFK in cafeteria.
Yeah, I did not plan on that. Unfortunately.
I felt so sorry for you, Garlips, because that's the first time that you've been imposter in this round, and I was the noisemaker. I was like, he's going to go for me. He's going to go for me. I know it's Garlips this time. I know it is. And you went
saw
for
me
me.
loitering behind you.
Yeah. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it definitely is him. But I'm the noisemaker.
Oh, well.
Right, there we go.
It was fun. I look forward to doing tasks again now.
Mr. Matt, I just need to start the stream together again because it's disconnected for some reason.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna reach out to you if I can figure out how to do that.
Yeah, sure.
I figured out how to change the name.
Hey.
El Tator. Fantastic. So we got the
I
protect.
did the restart of stream together, so you might just need to accept it.
Let's have a looky. Have I got the thing? Oh, I haven't been invited on that one. Let's see if I've got the thing coming through. Nope.
No.
I've set you as a favourite, so it should have already done it.
Let me try hanging out, and then trying it again. I think I had like a brief spurt of disconnection.
Oh.
Sometimes I disconnect from OBS, and so
That's enough to make Twitch think that you've stopped streaming.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
probably stopped it. Okay, I'm sending you the new invite.
Beautiful. Let's see it come through.
Let's see it come through.
There we go. That should be up and operational.
There we go. Lovely, lovely. Ooh, gotta get my Discord view up again.
Happy days.
Beautiful, beautiful. We're all here. Everything's back and in order. Welcome back, everybody.
Happy days. I'm gonna.
Did it work?
Yeah, it looks like it has.
Oh, weird. It's just not showing on my side.
It's not. So it's not showing up. I think I need to set a new chat source for it to appear on the stream. If that's what's happening on yours as well, where it's not coming up on the stream. Okay, cool.
Well, it's because normally it tells me when we're streaming together, but I'm not seeing that right now.
I can see at the moment it says participants 2 of 6.
Huh. Maybe it's just me then.
Not too sure. It's still coming up as shared chat in mine. Let's refresh. Apologies about this, everybody. It's just a small technical issue just for a moment. Just gonna see if we can get everything back up and operational. I'm very curious as to why. My bet is Garlips always the traitor. That's a good prediction, Ghost of Games Past. Yeah, we got that all. Yeah, stay in current session. Happy days.
I see you, Ghost of Games Past.
Ghost of Games Past. Okay, let's see. Because normally it shows me at the top. Yeah, it's weird. Like I see we have the thing here saying that we are streaming together.
Yeah.
But it's not showing me on my. Let me see if I just refresh this if it shows it.
It doesn't help that the files I'm currently preparing for Mr. Matt Internet for the next episode of Low Res to be edited. My team are called the Imposters, and literally we're imposters. So.
Oh, you're funny.
Yeah. Chad, you're not seeing us as streaming together, are you? I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna stop it one more time. I'm so sorry.
Impasse
I don't understand why it's not showing it.
It's very weird. Alright. There we go.
Okay. Now I will.
I'll reopen that again, and let's. I'm gonna add that as a new browser source as well. See if that
This is my
works.
box. Stay away from my box. I'm guarding it. Hey! What did I say? Get away from the box!
This box belongs to El Tator now.
Excuse me, you can't stand by this box.
You know what? This is my box now.
There we go.
Oh, now I want this box. This box.
The reverse psychology worked. I got my box back. No! Shit.
I'm just guarding it.
Thank you. How much do I owe you?
One spin round the box.
Happy to pay it.
One spin
have a tip.
around the box.
Is it working for you at all?
Nice doing business with you.
Right. There we go. Click to accept.
Oh,
Accept it
so
again.
weird.
There we go. That might be hopefully working.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I haven't. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like
Oh.
it's just not registering on my channel. Like we are in this stream together. I can see us here in the guest star thing. We are chatting, but it's just not registering with Twitch.
Oh.
Worst comes to worst, we don't do it, or I don't know. If you want to try connecting to me, maybe that'll make a difference.
We can see if that will work. Right. Let's go to stream together. I will leave.
Thanks, team, for hanging out.
Yeah. Start sharing chat. There we go. Share chat is enabled. And let's end up inviting favorites. Anya. Invite. Let's see if that gets going. Hopefully that will work.
Okay.
Start sharing chat. There we go. That should hopefully be working. There we are.
Fantastic.
Well, welcome
Okay.
back, Anya Keister community.
Hi.
But
Yeah, it was just like such a weird bummer.
I'm enjoying the stream of Duzzy. Thank you, Garlips. Thank you. I have botched this
I
completely.
tried to change it as a mod and I couldn't.
Ah. Wamongus.
Aw. I need to shut chat in a minute because I don't want to have the stream open. But
No, that's fair.
thank you. That's a lovely thing to say, Rage. So I put a lot of effort into it.
Mm.
I found that I could have a loaf of bread as a hat, which made me very
Red
happy.
Hat.
Anya.
The stream together already.
Yeah, it should already be all going. Open. Kieron Potato.
Oh, it's so weird because it shows me that we're doing it, but it stopped. Oh, it's still working. Okay, everybody tells me it's working. Let's just go. We'll play. We'll play.
Right, beautiful. There we go. Thanks to Garlips finally making me remember I'm an idiot. I've now corrected the errors, so thank you, Garlips. Thank you. There we are. Right. Right, so we should be all working now. I apologise for the slight interruption. Yeah, that's my botch on there. Right. So, there we are. Still working. Wonderful. Excellent. Good. Great. Shall we get going? Gravy? Yes.
Gravy.
Gravy. Yeah, it's for... So I can see all the chat and stuff, but... Whoa.
I just found the body of Anya in the, what's the top left? Upper engine.
Yeah?
I saw fleeing from the scene Mr. Matt Internet in his devilish green colour.
Well, no. Like, I wasn't anywhere near there. I was down by electrical.
I saw you going south from the upper engine room as I was going past it.
It seems to me like a bluff from you, man.
Right, okay. Floof, what do you think? Because I had a rather floof-sized shadow for the first half of the game.
I spent an inordinate amount of time shadowing Garlips. I don't think he would have had time to kill 2 people in time since I lost him.
I think he would have.
Is my sentiments on the matter.
You didn't have full eyes on him for the entire time, though, did you?
No, I did lose track of him, and had one body appeared, I could be like, okay, that could be Garlips.
Well, I'm voting.
I didn't lose track of
vote
him.
for Mr. Matt. The rest is a formality.
I didn't lose track of him enough for him to kill 2 people because there is a kill cooldown.
You'll be embarrassed in a second, okay?
Okay.
I'm sure I will.
I mean, not by much.
Everyone?
But you
Just
got.
literally saw it in the corner of my eye as I went past.
I almost got into medical, and I almost got into the vents. I was almost there.
You were almost there.
Oh, welcome on in. TCM Surfer, part of Anya's wonderful community.
And from Germany.
And from Germany.
Sorry for not trusting you, Garlips, but you know.
No,
that's
it's
how
okay.
these
It worked out.
things go.
Oh, I ended up stalking Kieron just outside of electrical. I saw him. He was tempting fate, and he was just, you know.
Yeah, because I went to run into electrical behind Anya, and then the door locked, so I was waiting to dead in, and then you just killed me outside.
The hint should have been when 3 of us were struggling to solve the electrical sabotage. When Mr. Matt Internet came sprinting around the corner, like, "Who can I kill? Who can I kill?"
I was
Probably
like,
should have been the hint.
I was like, let me help. You guys are clearly struggling with this. I need to undo my own sabotage. Right. So, should we change any rules or anything like that?
No.
Over Anya, I have the low ground.
I know.
Can't stand in front of me.
You can't. Damn it,
There
Carlos.
What? Ah! No. It's okay.
we go.
Right.
There you go. You've just got to approach it from the right angle.
I'm just going to hide away from all of this and watch from the corner.
So entertaining.
Should I hit the X button?
Yes.
Expert.
Be a good move.
If not, it's just the rest of the stream.
This is just a weird, like, Dadaist style, just weird thing that would still be happening. I've lost my fucking train of thought. I've gone mad. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Where was it?
I'm of no help because I got lost on the map and couldn't get out of.
Who reported the body? Was it you, Anya?
I did not know.
It was me, El
Flick.
Tator. Oh, yeah, it was weapons.
Okay.
So that happens what during the O2 malfunction?
So there was a comm sabotage, and in the comm sabotage, Potato and Garlips both attended that sabotage. And then I followed Garlips to admin, and we both were there. I did an upload. I don't know what he did. And then the O2 sabotage went off. I did the console in admin, and went north to go around to do the other one because when I found the body.
Then I believe you because you wouldn't have had time to kill someone and then report it afterwards. I suppose you would have, but I don't think so. So
have we got actually anything to go off at the moment? Because I feel like we've got no actual clues at the moment.
If it's neither of you, then it has to be.
My only suspicion, and it's not a suspicion big enough for me to vote on, is at communications, Mr. Matt Internet went right towards shields when I went back towards storage.
Mm-hmm.
That's
putting him in the right area of the map.
Which means he could have theoretically gone up there to commit the murder, but I really am not prepared to shoot on that because that is so, like, a threat.
Well, I was heading over. That's a bit harsh, wrong? I'll be voting for Anya then because of that. That's harsh.
You can actually fly if you're
I feel like revenge voting is going to reduce the chances of getting a tie and make this much harder. Garlips has voted, and I don't know how to find the voting menu.
I voted.
What did you vote, Garlips?
My logic is, if it isn't Mr. Matt, it's Anya, and I'll get Anya next round.
I just feel it's stronger going for Anya. This is a disappointment.
I mean, I'm sold on the logic that we just vote an emergency and vote Anya out if it's Matt Internet.
Hey!
That's hard. That was back to back.
But at least I was the Phantom that time. I had an extra tool.
Did you?
Yeah, I ended up sneaking right past you after I committed that murder.
Oh, did you? Oh. Is that what the Phantom does then, is it?
You can
I don't know most of the crew roles.
No, that's an imposter role. You can end up turning invisible after a kill.
Oh, lovely.
Sausage can actually fly if you throw them hard enough. I heard him going off. Just like in Among Us, you've got to throw suspicion around. Thank you, Sausage John, for that valuable input. Right, so, any changes to the rules we're making?
I don't think so.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm quite happy playing it as it is.
So.
Okay. I just need.
Especially now I have the floof defense, which is just like always sort of
let
running
me
around
shadow
floof.
you for a bit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm just nosy, that's my problem. I'm like, oh, what are they doing?
I am the polar opposite. I'm doing my fucking tasks. I don't give a shit what's happening around me. But if you're in the way of me and my task, woe betide you, then I'll find you.
I will task you. Yeah, let's.
Task you.
There we go. Let's go with the blowjob plant. There we go.
Cool.
Excuse me?
Oh, there we go.
It's amazing.
Sorry, now that's against TOS. Let's begin! Before we make this any worse, okay? There we go. Happy to be part of the crew, everybody. Oh, I need to click into the window, don't I? That would be a smart thing to do. Let's begin. I'm so confident. I'm doing a visual task right off the bat, okay? Oh. Ahoy, hoy.
Mr. Internet, would you like to explain why you ran off with Garlips and then I found dead?
I can assure you, I was in electrical for like a while because I was
I know
botching.
you were. I was in electrical.
Yeah, I saw you in
came
electrical.
From the direction of his body.
Then I can assure you that that was not me because I was in electrical after you and I hadn't ended up killing Garlips. I was just spending ages trying to end up bloody doing electrical tasks. Dr. Pepper Zero.
That's a mighty good drink. I drink that a lot too. So where was the body found?
What's it called on the map? It's just just storage. It was literally
down
in
in storage.
storage just before electrical, and that was the direction Mr. Matt came from, which is like, if you hadn't killed it, why didn't you report it?
Because
I was in admin doing my upload, like the second part. Like I've already downloaded it in CAF, and I was in admin, so I could see just on the left-hand side of my screen. I did see Matt run down past admin.
But I
So
wasn't.
that would be towards that direction, but that might have been before you went to electrical. I'm not. I can't really.
So you think you went to storage but missed the body and ended up?
I'm just saying that I remember him running past the doorway to admin down.
Yeah.
This sounds to me like you're trying to end up taking advantage of someone going past, and you're like, I can throw sus on them. This sounds like one of your potato plays.
I wouldn't have got involved. I would have let you two go between yourselves.
It's true.
All I am doing is describing what I saw. Is Mr. Matt Internet came into electrical from right side, which is storage side, and then as I left electrical, that is exactly where the body was, right side. I could understand if you hadn't killed it, but why didn't you report it?
Because I didn't kill and I didn't see, so I didn't report.
Okay.
But like, that's it.
So here's my only thoughts then. So it could be Mr. Matt Internet, in which case it'd be Mr. Matt Internet 3 times in a row, or Floof is trying to throw us off by really trying to do something. But it's okay. I think we're not voting this time anyway. So.
Well, one skip. Nothing.
Okay.
Well, at least now the sus is going to be completely on me. So, whatever happens, I'm going to go and do my electrical tasks. And, yeah, Kieran's following me. I'm dead. I am so dead. Oh, not dead. Maybe he isn't. Maybe he isn't the killer. Oh. It's Anya.
It's okay, it could be me.
I came out of electrical. There was Anya standing over the corpse of Potato.
Yeah, that one was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was badly timed.
On this regards, I will apologise for the false accusation upon you, Mr. Matt Internet, and I will.
It's completely fair.
I didn't see you, Mr. Matt. I did the kill, and I was quick trying to run away as soon as it was body, but I was like, game over. I'm done. I can't defend that one.
It was. You tried. You tried.
I tried.
Just got to get your little legs working a little bit faster. Run away.
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll even vote for myself.
Honestly, I could not believe that wasn't you, Matt.
I couldn't believe it wasn't you. I was sitting there going like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna die. Waiting for it.
To that first powwow you had, I was just sat there the whole time fuck you guys. What are you doing?
What do you mean, fuck you guys? All the evidence pointed to Mr. Matt.
I was just saying, I wasn't saying it was him. I just said I saw him run past the room.
Anya was
But it
going
just all added up.
I walked in on Anya, I think about to use a vent, and she turned around and killed me, and I was like, fair fucks.
That's what nosiness gets you, Gallips.
I'm like too scared of the vents because now that I know only imposters can use them, I'm like, I don't want to be caught near a vent. I don't want to pop in. I don't want to pop out. Like, I just do not use vents.
Do you want me
I
to-
think it's too incriminating.
I saw you
Sadly,
going
the trick
past.
to venting is to know where they go, and you can only know where they go if you do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't even mess with vents. I think they're too scary.
Yeah, I saw you going into a corner of a room, and I was like, I don't think there's a task to do in there. And you were stood there in the corner, and I was like, wait, what? And then I died.
Yeah, I was trying to only go to the areas of tasks that I could say I know how to do them.
Oh, then I've never had a task in there.
Oh, because it's like
bottom right of storage, there's a trash
there's a
jump.
thing you can pull down. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically like going to levers and like the trash ones.
So I clocked you with a false positive, and then you immediately took me out. So fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
No mercy.
Shall I hit the start game button?
Go for
Heck
it.
yeah.
Beautiful. Here we
I
go.
feel like we've been having the same imposters over and over again.
I know. Change things up.
Thrilled.
Right.
I love deduction.
Right, let's see if we can use this to our advantage. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the O2. Let's go to the O2 arena first, shall we? Let's quickly get over to the reactor. Finger over Y. Oh, beautiful. Right. Let's get on down to electrical. That's not going to look good for me, by the way. People end up thinking that I'm sus because of that. I just carried on with my tasks, you know? What's Anya up to? Doing it behind me. Why did it take Potato so long? Should I sack myself for the greater good? Navigation.
Yeah, you are.
Ahoy hoy!
It's Floof. I saw Floof vent, and then ever since then I've been running for my life.
Oh!
Actually, he missed seeing me vent 3 times and then saw me vent on the 4th time because I'm the engineer and I wanted to freak him out.
It worked. Oh boy.
Oh, that was so much fun. I just followed Garlics around using a vent every 30 to see if he'd notice, and he did eventually notice.
Eventually. I was so dead set on doing my tasks, you see.
I'm engineer, so you can shoot on that or not. But I am engineer.
Let them deal with their own things. I'm just finish up my last task. All tasks. Watch everyone else. Where are we all going to now? Wondering who the hell's got a task left. Let's see if this goes up at all. It's not going up at all at the moment. Is anyone completing a task? Is everyone pretending to do tasks at the moment? What is going on? Right, fantastic. I think El Tator's safe then. I will hang around with El Tator. Kieron? Uh-oh.
Okay, that kind of blows my theory out of the water, doesn't it?
Just a bit.
I really.
It's Kieron.
I've just witnessed Matt
No.
slice my potato brethren
Oh no.
into.
See, several times I've been alone with Mr. Matt because I've been clinging to anybody every time I've seen Floof around. So...
Yeah. Like, I've been
By the
following...
way, if he's not the killer, has been playing just like a killer to the point where I'm so confused.
Like, I knew I would have sus on me ever since the meltdown when I ended up coming along late. But I ended up thinking to myself, right, like, I need to figure out some way to end up, proving myself here. So I followed Floof around. I saw the bar go up with Floof. I didn't see the bar go up with Garlic, so I was still like, there's sus on him. But I've just literally seen Kieron kill Floof right in front of me.
What does the bar go up mean? Does it mean people doing tasks?
Yeah.
I've just finished my tasks.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah,
I've also
we're
finished
only
them.
one away.
I couldn't kill anyone. Every time I went there, there was just 4 people just stood there.
Because Floof made me think Floof was a killer, I was just hanging around everybody. I was doing, I even went to rooms where I didn't have a task to do because the other people were going that way.
Yeah, I kind of forgot the point of the game. As soon as I saw I was an engineer, I was like, I'm going to mess with Garlips. So the person that had done no tasks, that was me. And I was going, oh, I've got to go and actually do all my tasks now. Because I was just following Garlips and making him worried.
I was watching
I
Onion.
was going to say the only shot that I had was trying to pin it on one of you.
At Fair Parks, you
So-
tried.
Yeah.
There reached a point where I was like, no, I have to finish my tasks, so I just made a break for it. I had 2 left.
I really thought we were gonna win by just finishing tasks.
Yeah, I
Same.
was hoping so.
We might have if I'd actually gone and done my tasks instead of winding up Garlips.
Fair play, though, you really did get me.
It is a great national sport, though, winding up Garlips.
That was a lot of fun.
It was.
It is indeed. For everyone at home, Mr. Matt has organised a video gaming quiz called REZ, and basically he uses that as an excuse to bully me by, making me name Fire Emblem games, whether they're real or not.
You still can't get over that, can you?
Never.
Poor
Never,
sod.
never, never.
I'm not sure I can get over it when one team's questions are reasonably discernible. Questions is Fire Emblem 1, the biggest sword. Fire Emblem 2, the not quite as biggest sword as the previous biggest sword.
Busting Blade XL, Braver Hearts,
Fire Emblem Busting Blade, Fire Emblem Busted Blade, Fire Emblem Radiant Blade, Fire Emblem Raiding Blade.
What's wrong with that?
A lot.
I haven't thanked you yet for the inspiration for the advert on the most recent episode, by the way.
Who?
You.
Oh no, what have I done?
You said what the advert should be, so that is now what the advert was.
Oh no, one of my fleeting comments has been taken seriously.
There you go. You caused it. You caused it.
This is how the world ends.
Yeah. Do check out the new episode. Love and Floop basically ended up coming up with an advert that we could use for the episode, so it's in there now. Should we continue on?
Yeah.
Should I change any
wanna be the
settings?
imposter again.
You want to be Should I just set it to 5 imposters?
No. I just don't want to be the imposter again. I want to finish all my tasks.
Yeah?
Don't worry, it's my turn. It's my turn.
I like being a good girl who does all her tasks.
Everyone loves a good to-do list. Chat, have you got a to-do list?
Check things off the list. I feel like I'm a good, productive, person. And then it just keeps making me the imposter, and then I get to do the things.
Downloading data. Down. Go. Okay. It's very silly of me. I don't really have to whisper. There we go. Let's activate the O2. Oh, yes. Well. Look who just ended up killing Tater.
It's another dead potato.
It's another dead potato and an Anya yet again over the desiccated corpse.
Oh my god.
Keep being the imposter.
I actually wasn't going to participate in the discussion because when we were all loading in, I saw Anya go.
I saw you pull a face.
I
and
assumed
did
that
wonder.
meant that she was the imposter. So I was like, I'm just not going to participate in chat because I've got a good feeling I know who it is.
Well, I think that was a very quick round. I'll hit X as soon as we enter the lobby.
Yeah, it can't make you again, right?
Matt
That would be
was
really
imposter
really funny.
Still not been the imposter.
Yeah, Mr. Matt was imposter back to back before, which I didn't think that they would do, but apparently it can do it.
It's RNG at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's pure RNG without waiting. So in theory, on the right seed, someone can be the imposter 10 times in a row.
I don't know how many games we've played, but I've got 1 in 5, and it's happened once.
Change my hat. I think I'm cursed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely the hat.
I think it is. I'm gonna give myself a halo so you know I'm innocent. Can't be the imposter.
Angelic to the core, Corey Feldman.
Exactly.
Why has it got a red glow on you? That looks evil.
Yeah, Nuggle. It's definitely giving evil. Okay, it's serving evil.
I'm an angel.
Yeah, I don't know. Niggle.
Would a guilty
NGL.
person have a flower on their head?
Yeah, that actually just makes
A
me
red
think.
flower.
Makes me think of Flowery from Undertale. Okay, so you know.
I mean, some of us haven't felt the need to change our hat. When are you going to press go straight away, Mr. Matt?
I was, but then I thought to myself, you know what? This is just too much fun here.
Fair enough.
It's all about the balance.
Yeah, I think if we change anything, I think we should have the discussion time be shorter.
Yeah, I can certainly sort that.
Maybe for next time.
Ciao for now. Yeah.
I found Anya at the bottom of storage. I just went to go fill up my can.
Not only can I confirm that Kieron Potato just went that way, but also that he was with me for a foreseeable amount of time before that. In what room were we in? Admin.
We were in admin, yeah, because we did the O2, and I thought we were going to die to the other O2 because it just wasn't getting done. But I was there just trying to do my card swipe task.
Same.
So, who was doing the other one? Because I did the other O2.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I did the other O2.
I did the other O2.
I watched the two in admin and went past them northwards and did the other O2.
Because I saw them were on there, and I thought, no, they've got this. So I ended up going around to the other one.
Well, last I saw you were at Shields, which is in bottom right. I went up towards admin from storage, and there was nobody in there yet.
Okay.
I went up to admin, and they weren't both on oxygen initially. Only Garrett's was on oxygen, and then Kieron also moved on to oxygen. And I thought that was a bit sus. But then I carried on going north to do the other oxygen.
Interesting. But
I did see Floof come in at one point. In fact, he was telling me for a while before that as well. I guess, presumably fucking with me once again.
No, I thought you were in the imposter because I saw you do what I thought was a task and the bar not go up, but I think it was a 2-part task.
Ah, yes.
I think for me and Garlips have kind of cleared each other that round from this kill.
Yeah.
Well, I cleared you, so
it comes down purely to who you believe did the other oxygen.
All right.
It was me.
I did it.
Which one? No, one of you, okay, just answer this question. What does O2 stand for?
Well, it's the O2 arena, isn't it? Oxygen.
Okay, Mr. Man got there in the end, right? It didn't help at all, did it, that question? I can't vote.
I could tell.
But I know it's one of you two.
Yeah,
So,
I just
keep my eye out.
Get in.
How does that work?
Someone might have told you so, and that someone might have been me.
Can't believe I got away with that.
I can't believe you got away with that.
So, wait, what? Did that mean he was the only one alive? Right,
He
yeah.
killed enough people.
Right,
There can't be one crew and one imposter, because then there's not enough crew to vote out the imposter.
yeah.
So he only has to kill 3 of us.
Dang. Focusing on the tasks cost me big time that time.
He's in it. Oh, wow. Anya,
Yeah,
you...
it's the fact that you were committed to finding me and then gave up finding me. 5 seconds after I died.
But the tasks, Floof! I must do the tasks!
You were so suspicious of me, and I'm like, that's fine, I'll just do my task. Both so suspicious of me that if they stick with me, then we can't be stopped. And then they both went, Nah. And I immediately died.
I mean, was it? Did the tasks get all done, or no? Because I didn't say winner, right?
I won.
Imposters won. They killed enough of us. Imposter
Yeah,
killed
no, Matt
3.
killed me and the game ended.
And it was Mr. Matt, right?
Yep.
Okay, I thought so. I was so suspicious of you, Potato, because
I
I
was
saw you
so
come out of a vent.
confused. Oh yeah, because I was the engineer. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I saw you come out of the vent, and I just spent the rest of the game trying to run away from you because I was so scared of you.
Oh.
And then I ran right into Mr. Matt and he killed me. So, you know,
Yeah.
great times.
It happens. You see that charming face, and you're like, I can trust him.
I feel like
Yeah.
every single game I've either been the imposter or the first one killed.
Sorry.
It's not true, but it feels that way.
You should try aggressively stalking someone else. It makes them really uncomfortable. They leave you
Yeah,
alone.
I'll work on that next time. Next time I'll be the imposter, so, you know.
Gonna do the thing.
That's true. If you're the imposter, don't aggressively stalk someone else.
Right, here we go. I'm gonna hit the X. Or do you want me to change any settings?
Can we just make the debate around the voting shorter? Do people feel okay about that?
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess it runs at the moment about like 2 minutes. So what you mean, make it like a minute?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think it's kind of like it allows people more of a chance to lie and not get caught up in their lies, which I think is more fun. I say
It makes it a bit more frantic as well.
Yeah, it makes it more
Yeah.
frantic, yeah.
Yeah.
So, at the moment, we got it to 15 seconds discussion time, 60 seconds voting, yeah?
Works for me.
Yeah. Everyone's all happy?
Mhm.
Cool. There we go. That should have
On
been...
your lips.
And just in case any of you Brits need to know, Elon Musk has officially created his own political party in America.
Has he?
Yeah, it's called the
Is
America
it also
Party.
called Axe?
No, it's called the America Party.
Oh.
He launched it today.
I'm trying to make a garlic sato.
Yeah, this ruins your plan, doesn't it?
It does, somewhat.
They are Rubik.
Oh, I can make ganja.
Oh, no! Should I hit the X button now?
Yes.
Hit the X button.
Before we all go insane, yeah? Yeah. Good luck, everybody. Beautiful one, engineer. There we go. That's the most literally balls out move you can make. Didn't even matter. Wires, and then that's all done. Oh, they finally found me.
Did it?
Well, it's not Anya, because Anya actually took my advice from the... done nothing but follow me.
I'm glad you caught on to that.
I did catch that.
If you two have been together, then that leaves me and Kieron, and I know it's not me.
Yeah, I know it's not me, but I haven't seen Garlips all
Yeah,
game.
I can't believe that from either of you, can I?
Well, no, I believe you and Anya because I saw you together moments ago
as
near
well.
the reactor.
Yeah, I saw her.
That's true.
I saw Anya.
You did disable reactor with me. You were the other half of reactor.
Then I went straight to electrical where I had 3 tasks.
You sold me, Garlips.
Like I said, I would love to be the imposter at some point, apart from one time.
You
Which
were,
okay, 'cause-
remember? You were the imposter. You killed somebody in 10 seconds, and then you got voted.
We've actually got it sussed, because if this isn't the imposter, we just use the button and vote Garlips off before he can kill someone.
Okay, there you go.
No, there you go.
I couldn't defend against such a strong defense from Garlips.
Did you know? Sausages
told you, just
can
shadow
actually
someone,
fly
it
if you throw
works.
them hard enough.
Make
Just
a
like in
friend.
Among Us, you gotta launch those accusations.
I'm finding the checking in on
That's the
people
same one again,
strategy
Sausage
really
John.
helps. Like as I'm going past a room, just like duck my head in to see who's in there, and then I can corroborate things when it comes to meeting time.
It's always worth it. If you ever have a task
Yeah.
on, if you ever have a task in admin, always check the table as well, because you can see people move if they vote.
Yeah.
Very well done on avenging me there.
I almost walked past your body. I was so focused on the task, I walked right past. Wait, that body.
That's a
I got that kill
corpse.
so long ago as well. Like I managed to loop all the way back round clear because I came react down through into the bottom of storage, and the kill was like up by O2. Was it up by O2 somewhere?
You killed me down
in
by
shields.
bottom right. Yeah, shields.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
I was literally about to do the task, and then you snapped my neck.
I had my last task there, and I was like, about to be done. There's a button that says report. Oh, I should click that.
That'd be a good button to push. Speaking of buttons to push, should I push that button that ends up starting the game?
Yeah, do it.
There we go.
I mean, it's been a while since I've been the imposter, so I guess we should all know that it's probably going to be me as the imposter.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Crewmate. Happy with a crewmate, you know? Fine. What have we got? Oxygen. Let's go and sort out oxygen. Of course. Pop out shields quick. Oh.
Ruthless.
Absolutely well done.
That's
Kill
the
it.
only way I know how to imposter is just kill on cooldown.
Impressive. I was having a jolly good time with Kieron, just saying.
Yeah.
I killed Mr. Matt in the middle of cafeteria, so I'm like, I just have to find one of them. I have to find one of them, and then Ali keeps running by, and I'm like, oh, I found one.
I ran into electrical to do my job, and you were there, and I was like, oh, Floof's here, I'll do my job. And then I was dead.
Yeah, I've not got the patience for imposter.
That's absolutely fair enough. Everyone's got their own styles and ways of doing it, and sometimes those can be most successful. Right, shall I change any settings, or shall I just go straight back into it?
And straight back into it is okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything.
Let's go, go, go.
I mean, it's very funny that I did say, like, oh, we should have less time for talking about it, and we've not even gotten to a vote since I said that.
You cursed
That's
us.
the trick to not getting caught. Don't go to a vote.
Have yourself a merry upper decker. Go, refueled. Let's see if I finally find my corpse. Nope, they still haven't gone that way. Come on, surely, surely. Oh my god. Finally.
Anya, why did you run past that body and not report it?
Did you not? It's because I ran past it and then saw it and came back to go report it. You know, I spent so much time with you.
You
Don't
did.
even-
You spent so much time with me. I'm just confused as to what happened.
that was honestly, I didn't see it, and then I gasped because I saw it and I went back to report it.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I mean,
swear.
I'm like 80% sure it's Garlips on account of the fact that he left electrical just like enough time before we did to have done that murder and left.
Or did I leave electrical?
When did you leave electrical?
No,
Approximately.
how
20
did I leave? How did I leave electrical?
Out the front door.
No, I did not.
Did you not?
No, I vented because I'm an engineer. So I doubt you saw me.
True, that's not true. I'm an engineer.
Oh, it's Anya. It's 100% Anya.
It's not me.
I'm engineer.
If you saw so much, or maybe there's more. I just know that when I go to the vents, they've been glowing yellow. Maybe I'm not the engineer, but I've not used it. And
I've
Luke,
specifically
you
used it
can
because it's new to me. I was like,
you
oh,
can
what's this?
attest that I like stood next to you for a really long time by the vents and didn't use them.
They wanted shorter voting times. Let's see
Oh,
if that's it for
dear.
Garlips. Out he goes. It's not.
We know who it is, right? We know it's Kieron. How do I press the button?
We'll see if they can figure it out. Well, and you get it. There we go.
Thank you.
We have a mistake to correct.
Yes, we have to do it for Garlips. So, my apologies, good sir.
Nah, he knows what he did. I feel like.
We'll see if it's right.
I went to call the lights, but instead of hitting the lights, I shut the door on electrical, so you could still call the meeting. Otherwise, I was just going to call the lights and then kill one of you.
Oh,
Yeah, that would've
that's
been good.
smart.
Yeah, you can't meeting when there's a sabotage on.
Yeah, but I shut the doors by accident instead.
Oops.
It's our
I also
first
have to
win in a long
apologize, Anya.
time.
You were also an engineer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think she was. I think she had the task to clear out a vent, which makes the vent go yellow.
Oh, okay.
They,
is that what it
I
was?
think they glow blue when you're an engineer.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, thank you for letting me know, because that's one of those things where, like, I said it earlier in this game, like, I don't use the vents because I don't want anybody to think I'm the imposter, but it kept showing up, and I was like, oh, I don't want to use the vent. Now I know I actually had to clean something out of the vent.
Yeah, there is a task you can get to clean a vent, because it makes the crewmates stand on a vent so that people can be like, why are you... Oh, you're on a vent.
Thank you very much for the follow. Steve Smith 999. Sausage John says here, reminds me of a classic Smith sausage, smoky and full of flavour. Tremendous, thank you so much. Should I hit the X button again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it. There we go.
So good to know about the bets, because I would not have finished my task.
I was doing well with my tasks. Doing well. But the time for tasks is over. Yo.
I don't know who it was. I heard the alarm thing and I went for it.
Yes, I tried to stick around you, Garlips. So
You definitely came from behind me as I was going for this, so you either did something crazy double back route, or you were behind me.
I've got a little bit of intel. Was it the body in electrical?
Yes.
And when you went in, no one was in there.
At least that I could see.
Okay, because when the alarm thing went off, I went round the bottom and the doors were locked. So I ran back up to cams to see if they came into the vent into security, but they didn't. So whoever it is would have had to go out med bay way.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay. But who was around medbay then?
But I didn't see anyone because I ran back. So.
Okay. So who have we got sus on at the moment? We're running out of time now.
I can't really put it on anyone.
This could all be an elaborately constructed ruse from Kieron as well.
It could be. It could be. I was the only person who voted.
Whoa!
I skipped.
For me?
I did it because I know it's not Garlips, and Kieron said I have some intel, and so I immediately voted for you, Mr. Matt, because I'm a trigger happy.
Mean. However, correct. Right.
What were you two doing? Not doing the reactor?
We both went to the same one, and then by the time
Yeah.
Yeah, but I watched. That took like 5 whole seconds.
Yeah, I was holding the hand. I was like...
so was I. But we were holding the same hand.
I'm just gonna point out, I voted for Mr. Matt. None of you all
did.
did.
Yeah.
Based on nothing. It was a good guess.
Based on trusting Garlips, being buddies with Garlips, and then trusting Kieron saying, I have intel, I'm going, I believe it.
Yeah, the door was locked. Yeah. So what he did was I was leaving electrical. He locked the door on me.
Yep.
So the door was locked as Kieron showed up. Still.
I got away with it. Beautiful. That's another win for me. Right.
Because 2 people did the same hand on reactor for 5 seconds.
Figure out your hands, okay?
Hey, look, I did go up. At least I went up to try and do the other one. Wasn't it?
Oh, I love little moments like that.
It's beautiful. Come on, give me him. Oh. I was hoping for imposter again, you know? Ooh. Make some noise. do a swipe card because everyone loves swipe cards. Beautiful. Oh, divert pounds for road C. So let's. Oh.
You will just stop so I can do something.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to complete like more than one task.
Right, who did it?
I was just doing my asteroids task, shooting the asteroids.
Does that work, Floof, if you just go, who did it?
You'd be surprised.
And then I went down, and the body is just by O2, just there.
Okay.
Ah.
No.
Someone did run past me, but I cannot remember who it was, and they ran from that direction upwards.
Well, before anyone says it, I don't have a shadow. I didn't shadow anyone. I didn't follow anyone. No one followed me. I went down into electrical.
I went to navigation. I was there with Anya and I think someone else. I can't remember who. It might have been Kieron.
No, I was on asteroids the whole time.
Okay, then maybe it was Mr. Matt. But then I went down through shields into communications and body.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, it was one of yours.
It's curious.
But I don't know who, so I can't. I'm gonna have to skip.
I'm gonna have to skip too.
Not enough info.
Who was it?
Let's try. Oh, finally. I will have to review my settings after this stream because I've only just realised that OBS has been complaining at me, so I'll need to sort that out. Right, getting a scan. I am hoping this isn't too loud in comparison to everything else. Actually check the volume levels before hitting live. That's on me. There goes Potato. See if there's anyone dead in electrical. Nope. There we go. Power. What's that, Potato? Okay. That goes up. Did. Beautiful. I think I've just cleared Kieron, though he hasn't moved away from there. Right, he's doing the upload. Check. Doing cafeteria at the moment. Well done, everybody. Well done.
You happy you get to murder me before the end there, Alex?
I did. It's cold comfort.
Aww. A chilly.
I thought I would kill some time, like, ironically. I would waste some time between kills there because my last time that I tried it, I killed too quickly, and it looks like now I've played the long game too long. So somewhere in the middle.
I can put more tasks on.
No, you're good. You're good. It's like I only get to try once in a blue moon, so I will learn slowly.
At some point, the learning will be had.
Exactly.
The task number's correct because if you've got too many tasks, then the imposter physically cannot kill everyone, or they physically can't get the tasks done before the imposter can kill everyone.
Yeah.
So.
The delicate, spicy balance.
Because that was down to the wire. Garlick's probably had 7 seconds left on his kill cooldown before the task's finished. So like that was probably perfect.
Yeah, there was the stretch in the middle where I couldn't find anyone to kill either. That's very frustrating.
I'm so happy you waited for your tasks to be done when I passed you an electrical.
I pretended to do a task.
I know, and if you'd killed me then, I hadn't finished my task either.
Oh, shit.
I finished all of
so
mine.
painful that you waited.
See, I finished all of mine, and I just followed Potato around. I was like, wait, I need to check Potato and make sure that like the bar goes up. Sure enough, it did.
Yeah, I
Buddy
was
system.
thinking you were going to kill me.
Yeah, I can see why, but no.
It's the only downside to smaller groups of Among Us is the buddy system is very strong.
Incredibly strong, overpowered.
Yeah, enough buddy system, enough friends.
Well, hopefully the next time we'll end up being able to do this, we'll end up getting some more in, and that will be even more madness. And I won't botch so badly on getting things set up as well. That'll be better.
I don't think there's been any botching. There's been plenty of game and lots of fun.
It has been a lot of fun so far, but there was some botching, and I will sort out those botches in post. Should I hit?
I just want to say, Anya, you look a lot more trustworthy now. There's something about you.
I was about to say I put on the mean eyebrows, everybody, so don't think it just means I'm the imposter. I'm very jealous of people who have face things.
It's fine. They look tremendous. Like you're working those eyebrows, okay?
I'm thinking real hard. That's what it is. Am I the imposter?
You're serving, I want to say, Eugene Levy realness.
Ooh, I like it. Yeah, this isn't, not angry eyebrows, just very thick, and I'm confused.
Yeah. You will be an extra in American Pie, you know?
Fantastic.
Should I
I
hit?
don't get enough roles as middle-aged fathers.
No, he does get a lot of them, doesn't he?
Whack that big button.
Yeah, give them to me.
Should I hit X?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Crewmate. There we go. Done my card already. Oh. Since I was in the area, you know, might as well just do that quickly, get that sorted out. There we go, that's been completed. Bounce runs past. Off to navigation. Oh, hello. Ahoy hoy!
Didn't find the body, but Kieron, would you like to explain why you came out of a vent in O2 shortly before Garlips had passed you?
I'm the engineer.
Oh, a likely story. I would also like to ask Kieron why he was standing still in a corridor for 20 seconds. Because those of us with tasks have got urgency.
I like to give people a chance to do what they got to do. You know.
Well, I tracked. You're a very lazy engineer.
I was like, I'll sit on cameras for a little bit. That usually works out. And he instantly vented in front of the camera.
I
Oh!
thought I'd got away with a good kill, and I vented out, and I just saw the light on the camera. I just stood and looked at it for a second.
I saw you in the
And
cafeteria
then
waiting for me to run.
I was like, maybe my kill cooldown will go by the time I get to the table to meet him.
Thank you again for avenging my death. Very nice.
They avenged you with honor.
Thank you.
Right, should I hit X?
Yep.
Off we go. Keep forgetting I'm wearing my Oakley ones that have got the tinted lenses. Keep thinking it's later than it actually is. There we go. New admin. Let's do the swipe. There we go. Bucks. I believe he got me there. You know, you've got me. And then I can start haunting. Oh, there you are, Potato. Ah. Worked nice and quickly there, Floof.
Yeah.
But I was in with Garlips. How did that happen?
Yeah.
I can kill you in front of someone. If there's only 2 of you, there only needs to be 1 crew member left for the
Oh,
thing
did you
to
kill
win.
me
So
at the end there?
yeah. So
Oh, I
so
didn't catch that you killed
what
me.
I did was I murdered Mr. Matt at Shield, set off reactor so everyone walked away from Shields, faked fixing the reactor. Kieron followed me into medbay, so I killed him because people bay often. Then I sabotaged doors on electrical lower end storage, assuming someone would be in electrical. And
Gotcha.
you were.
I just realized you killed me because I think you killed me and it immediately went to the defeat thing.
Yeah, because you were the
I
last kill I needed.
So I was like, I don't understand. I was just vibing with Garlips and suddenly the game's over.
Yeah, I did see Garlic on the bed, like, well, I wonder what he's doing. Didn't matter. I wonder what he was doing.
I was doing a task. I didn't know if Anya was the killer or not. So, like, when Anya came in and at least to my eyes was doing a task, I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do my task. And then, then you get killed.
And then I went back to look for you, and I was like, hey, you want to follow me to my next task? And then I was murdered.
C'est la vie.
We're
Sailor.
playing on like a whole other level. You're like, I went to this and I sabotaged this thing, and then I went to this place, and I'm like,
I don't play like that.
When I'm the imposter, I'm just like, I run and I hopefully find somebody, and then I just keep running until I can't stop.
You played it.
Yeah,
Same.
My objective is always to get down to 2 survivors as quickly as possible, because that doesn't win you the game. But once you're there, you literally just have to find someone and push kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's literally
So,
just a countdown.
Yeah.
X.
Yep.
Yep.
It's X. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Let's do them tasks. Something in now. That's enough, isn't it? Right, it's a whole bloody room, isn't it? That's me being an idiot. The other side shoots. Oh. In electrical, door was locked.
Well, that's
Very
what you did
certain.
to me, wasn't it? So someone who's been taking lessons from Mr. Mattin.
Well, the way that you've just said that makes me think it's you.
It was me.
I'm fairly certain it's not Potato. Which is confusing because there's two taters.
Well,
No, it wasn't me.
I'm assuming you're meaning the literal name Potato.
Yes, not Kieran. Yeah,
No.
because I followed him around for a while.
do you know it's Kieron Potato is all good? I think it's El Tator, given that, you know, Fluke did say it's me.
I did say that. Those are words that left my mouth.
And Garlick's little face is just lit up there as well, in a little look of delight.
Garlics is very satisfied to have the revenge. Yeah, no, it was most certainly me. I misclicked and locked the doors instead of sabotaging something.
Whoopsie-doodles. And that's why the sabotage went off.
What's really gutting about that, Fliff, is last game you didn't kill me and I was noisemaker, and now this game I wasn't and you killed me first.
Mate, I don't try to think what you are. I just kill the first person I see. Start the combo rolling, mate. You just
Fair enough.
we're
nothing. We're just numbers.
You were. I was like, okay, so one of them went to navigation. One of them has gone down to storage, which means I'll probably be an electrical. There you are.
Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Yeah, that's really enough imposter for me for like a year.
Yeah. Awesome.
I've used my one playbook.
Goes. I thought Anya was going to kill me there. Tell that. Contemplating it. Cool. I'm right by there. Go on. Go on, Anya, kill me. Go on, I know you're gonna do it. You didn't think I finished my task report then, did you? You didn't think I'd finish it, did you, Potato?
Say that again, sorry?
It is absolutely Kieron Potato who ended up doing the kill there because Potato killed and then ended up running and jumping into a vent in electrical.
I did.
It's a good job because the only person I saw with Anya was Mr. Matt, so I was about to go like 100% in on Mr. Matt.
Ah, damn. I had to risk that Matt was in a task when I went into that vent.
Literally just finished as you went in the vent.
Ah.
It came out of the screen and you went in and I was like, yep, there we go.
I'm thrilled you were all far more chill about me venting right at the start as well.
Well, I figured that the like balls out move right at the start is just literally to vent in everyone. It's like, yeah, they're the engineer.
That's what I hoped would happen.
I had a new task that I'd never had before in cafeteria at the start. So I did a ring, like a run around the entire cafeteria to begin with, and I was like, man, this looks suspect. But I just don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go.
Pass.
It was the little vent in the bottom right. Like, I've done the shoot before, but I'd never done the clean the vent.
Gotcha.
What is Sausage-tron actually going? Hooray for Sausage-tron. So,
That's my... I don't know why, bot, if you say certain things, maybe because you said, like, go nuts or something, it will do a hooray.
yeah, possibly.
Yeah, there's like, my wife set it up that certain phrases, if it says those phrases in chat, my bot will celebrate that person.
Let the bots be friends.
Yeah, quiet, the bot talking.
We'll let the bots, let Sausage-tron and Anya bot get on. They'll be fine. Sausage-tron.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Sausage-tron should be stopped.
Sausage-tron is a menace.
It really is. I thought I'd punctuate that sentence with a dong. Oh no, I started the game.
It is a very impressive dom.
Very.
did you know? Sausages can actually fly if you believe hard enough. Just like my dreams of world domination.
Small discussion. What on earth was going on in reactor? How were there 4 of you in there? 3 of you in there.
I
by
went-
the time I arrived, and the reactor. Nobody went south to fix the south button. Which one of you is the imposter?
I was
Largely the same as you because we arrived at the same time and everyone was on one button.
I went onto
And
the. I was pressing the
News to
top
me
button.
because I didn't even get over to the reactor in time.
Oh,
No, Garlips was in nav. He didn't respond to the reactor, but he might
I
have been
finished.
mid-pass.
I finished my task on weapons and then ran across.
see, it
But
was.
what was going on with you two? Because Anya and Mr. Matt were both just sat on one button, and neither of them.
Well, I was.
We've already had this happen to like the classic button mishap. You guys are aware of that mishap.
That's why I voted. I voted so we could have this discussion.
Okay.
But I'm just. What was going on? Please explain.
I ran into there. I went to the first one at the top, and I just went right. Someone else is going to go for the south button,
Okay.
and no one did. I was
Well,
like,
we haven't got any evidence of anyone because no one's dead. So I say that I'm sus on the 2 people that were on the same button, but I'm skipping.
I was just. The button is not always to vote someone off. It's just making people aware that was strange.
okay.
Come on, follow me!
Oh, thank goodness none of you can arrange a piss up in a brewery.
I was hovering over the O2 button like someone needs to get here.
They were shadowing me.
Vadio?
Oh.
Who was it?
Mr. Matt.
Mr. Matt was the imposter.
Okay. I was
I
just.
thought,
See,
Yeah.
for a moment, I thought it was Kieron because he was standing at like this precarious position between comms and shit
Oh,
when oxygen went off.
yeah,
So I
it
thought
was-
he's waiting for me to run off by
Yeah.
myself so he could stab me.
No, that was because I was running through shields out that way, and Anya ran into the room and then stood at communications, and I was like, I don't think that's a task. So I was
There's
just
a
stood,
down- there's
I
a
was stood
download.
under,
There's an
yeah, so I
upload
was stood
there.
watching.
I was just trying to show you that I was not. Like, I missed. It was at the top of the room, and I went to the bottom because I thought that's where it was. And then I'm like, stand here for a while, so that he understands that, like, if I could kill him, I would kill him because we've been alone together for so
Yeah,
long.
I did think that. I did
Yeah.
think that.
And respect to one oxygen,
Yeah.
just stayed there. Oh, bless.
Few more?
Yeah, I mean, I can keep playing. I don't know how everyone else feels.
Yeah, I'm good.
Time.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I'm all business now, everybody. I'm all
Yeah,
business.
no, I feel it. You're locked in, as we say in the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all
locked in.
business. Put on my business suit. I'm ready for my tasks. I'm
Let's-
gonna go for it.
Let's do this.
Ooh.
Ahoy, hoy.
I know it sounds strange on account of the fact that I kind of called it as we were going in, but I'm pretty sure I saw a phantom poof in the bottom left of the screen while I was doing thing and weapons.
You saw a phantom poof?
Yeah, you know, just as they go invisible, they are...
Right, okay.
What colour was it?
Do they come in colors?
I'd assume it's the same colour as the person.
No,
I could be mistaken.
Well, the only person near me was Anya, so I am shooting in the dark, but I feel like it's a, you know, it's not. It's like an. If I'm missing, it's an XCOM.
So where were you again?
Weapons, doing the download at the top of the screen. So I'm at the top, and in the bottom left, going back into cafeteria. Anya was going back into cafeteria. I saw like. And then I ran to the button.
I was going that way. I'm in upper engine now.
Interesting information. Thank you, Floof. Very dramatic.
And filled up.
That's awful unlucky, isn't it?
Was it Anya?
What gave it away?
As soon as I kill somebody and I see somebody else, I just start laughing.
So do we get some story time?
What I loved, by the way, is that like I couldn't tell. Like I saw the pink, but I couldn't tell how pink the pink was. The only thing that gave it away was the business suit.
I was all business. I was actually doing American Psycho, Christian Bale.
Oh, nice.
A credit to you Brits. Really, I was going into the character. Quite the accomplished British actor. That was rough.
Yeah,
no, really was.
Less witnesses next time.
So rough.
Yeah, witnesses kind of mess up the whole plan.
Yeah, man. I gotta learn better. I'll vote for myself.
I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those pesky witnesses. Shrink that down for a sec.
And yeah, FYI, you are invisible. See the poof when you turn invisible.
This is like, yeah, I've never poofed before. I'm a lady. I don't poof. So.
Oh.
No, makes perfect sense.
It was
Unfortunately, imposters are less ladylike and do in fact, if they are.
Yeah, really embarrassing that my first poof was by somebody and they could see me.
Yeah, full view. I got full screen poof.
You got full view of the poof.
Bloof got a view of the poof. What is this, Dr. fucking Zeus?
I had a moment. There was a pause because I was like, "Did she really just do that in front of me?"
Thank you, Kiptid, for the full frontal poof.
Oh, god damn it!
Right, I'm gonna hit that X button, yeah.
Did you like not know I was there, or?
I didn't know you were there. No.
All right.
And I didn't know it. I was just trying to get away from people so I could test it out to see what it's like. Because I imagine like killing someone and then vanishing right away is the really good way to do it.
Mhm.
So no one sees you running from the body. And I was like, I'll try out this poofing thing. And then, yeah, you're like, emergency meeting. I just saw a big pink poof. And I was like, oh no, I didn't know that that's what happened.
Yeah, if I'm next to you, I do see you disappear.
Damn it. No, I didn't know you were that close because I was trying to run away from everybody. So, but good to know. Thank you.
If I'm near you and I see a big poof, I'm going to end up, alerting everyone.
Oh, that was funny.
Right, should I hit stars again?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Card. Yeah. Oh. Locked us in here. Honestly surprised that the police did not call a meeting there. I've taken a long way here. Yeah. Oh! Ahoy hoy!
Garlics, were you also being chased by Anya for a strange amount of time?
No, but I did see some very suspicious behavior with Anya.
I was
She
trying to like.
chased me around the table in the cafeteria
No,
for like
I was
10
not
whole
trying
seconds.
to chase you around the table. I was trying to show that we were friends by doing the little dance.
Oh, right,
And it's
okay.
Oh, I see. It felt
So-
a lot like I was being chased.
No,
I saw Anya do a very special friend dance down a vent, and I'm an engineer, so, like, unless there are two engineers, which may be possible, I don't know.
No,
That was a
one
very
engineer.
special dance down the vent.
she'll dance down the vent.
What vent?
Yeah.
Where did you see it?
I can tell you. Hang on. I was in weapons, I think. I was on my way. No, navigation. I was on my way to navigation to do a task. It was from navigation.
Okay. Why were you in the vent, Anya?
Trying to. I give it up. Everybody was me.
I didn't feel like I was particularly grilling with that line of questioning.
No. But I really was. I wasn't trying to chase you around the table. I was trying to establish an alibi of like, look, we hung out in the cafeteria together. We're friends. I'm not trying to kill you. And then you started to get away from me, and I was like, oh no, this just makes me look more guilty. So I ran away.
That's another hashtag.
But I was trying to
Do you know why it
establish
makes you look?
alibi.
Brought to
Do you know why it
by
makes you look
Mount
guilty and not
Payne
innocent?
Why?
Because you were near
Introducing
every
sour
single
cherry
locked
pickle
door.
slime. A thick blend of cherry soda.
Oh really? I
You
don't
were on
even
the
know.
other side of
And a
locked
hint of
cafeteria
gooey
doors while me and Mr.
marshmallow.
Matt were. So I knew it was
Perfect
Mr. Matt.
for your gaming
Absolutely murdered.
fuel.
Oh, I don't even know.
And
Like,
then,
I don't know what
then
happens.
medbay
when
was
you-
locked. I went to check medbay and that was locked. And you came sprinting round towards medbay, and I thought, oh god, I'm gonna die.
Oh, see, I don't even know. Like, it said to do sabotaging, and I don't know what that is. So.
So the icon that is doors, it closes
Yeah.
the doors for just that room.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't close
oh,
all
I
the
didn't-
doors.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
yeah.
wondering
I
who
did not
sealed
know
me
that.
and Floof off.
I
had no
thought it was
idea.
you. I thought you were about to murder me.
I thought you were going to murder me.
No.
I was like, who sealed me in here?
Okay.
I
This is
thought,
very
great, it's the
good.
Mr.
Yeah,
Matt
no,
special again.
I didn't know the thing about the sabotaging Was the boof, the
Yeah.
shapeshifter boof? Yeah.
So
I didn't know that that's what the sabotaging did. I've only played with the sabotaging where it like you have to go press the button or something like that. I didn't know there was like
so
the door.
those ones are the room specific icons. So when there's door icons on most rooms, but certain rooms like only O2 has, and that sabotages the oxygen and
Gotcha.
so on and so forth.
I would like to point out the only time I've used a vent in the entire game, immediately Garlips clocked it and I was found guilty. So I really am learning I never use vent.
I was really lucky that I was the engineer. Otherwise, because being the engineer has taught me you can't accept venting as like proof of. But I thought if there's only one of us.
I knew there was an engineer because the ballsy guy. I didn't see who it was. I just heard right at the start.
Yeah, no, I
was
should
that the
just never
previous
use
round?
vents.
That might have
I
been the
should just
previous
never use
round.
vents.
I might be merging rounds.
I remember one
No,
of
true,
the
it was like I just didn't know what to do, and I was like, I guess I'll try this vent, and then yeah, it just so happened the one time I used the vent,
Didn't you just get imposter 2 rounds in a row as well?
Yeah, I did, because I have to change out of the suit. That's how you know. It's because I'm Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. I gotta go back to being naked. No one who's naked could be a killer.
Oh, I thought we were all just classing up.
The flower pot.
El Tator only has one set of clothes. He does not come from a wealthy dictatorship.
My friend, I have bred a very special type of plant. It can give me
Yeah,
a very
Mr. Matt,
special
he looks
treat.
So suspicious right now.
Please stop stroking.
100% a Bond villain.
I'm just gonna go stand over here where I can't see it.
Yeah.
Do not divert your attention.
No, please no.
It's even worse when I do it behind the box. Should I hit X?
Please hit the X button. End my misery.
Funnily enough, I've heard that a lot. I don't know why, but well, I know exactly why. It's the front cover of Grateful Dead, isn't it? Wearing a white suit, you just immediately get Alabama Getaway in your head. Unfortunate, but not the worst thing in the world, you know. Let's wire these up. Let's get wired. Oh! Ahoy, ahoy!
Mr. Matt Internet, you were stood next to a body on cams.
Oh! I hadn't realised, because I was doing wiring whilst I was like the O2 emergency had just ended up kicking off. I was right by the wires, I was like, I'm going to do this. I did not notice the body, seriously. Where was the body?
In cams, it was literally on the cams, so I know it wasn't Garlips or Anya, because they were both in nav buddying each other.
So that suggests to me that you're trying to pin this on me, so it was you that ended up doing the body in the cams.
I mean, I could be, but that's not my modus operandi.
Anya, I hope you noticed that I danced around the chair where you shoot asteroids to show friendship.
I did, yes.
I think I caught the end of that friendship dance.
You did. You came in for the end of the friendship dance.
I did, and well, I'm glad to see you two getting along.
I'm going to stand up there and I'm going to say, I'm a faithful. Because I was. Gave my little faithful speech as well there. can't believe I fucked up that wire. It's because I was focused on such a good... It's because I did such a good, faithful speech, yeah? Over.
That's what Kieran was trying to do the round that me and Anya got.
Bloodthirsty. Wow.
I had no choice. So I saw someone on the cameras and I'm like, I've got to get rid of that. That's just going to go against everything that I do. And Mr. Mac came sprinting up as I started the O2 distraction. Great, I've got one choice and it's to pin it on him.
Yeah. And as soon as he started doing that, I was like, wait a sec.
Yeah, I couldn't believe you didn't see my body, Matt.
The
body was in the doorway and you just went and stood on fires.
Oh.
I had a full panic moment. I left the room, left Mr. Matt with the body and went, wait a second.
I am so sorry. I just did not... I was too focused on wires.
They are impressive.
Really
Has
are.
anyone got perfect wires yet?
What?
Where all the colours are the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that once. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Very
thank
cool.
you.
I was. Yeah, I noticed. I was like, whoa.
Right. Anya, you're running for another 10 minutes, aren't you?
Yeah. I get to play a little bit longer too if you want. I usually do 2 to 5, but I can go a little bit longer if we're all having a good time.
Beautiful stuff. Should we do a few more rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also
Yeah.
a really fun one we can play, which is the hide and seek one, where you set the killer as really slow. I'm trying to remember how it goes. I think it's like the killer gets set, or the imposter is set at like a lower speed, and you have to, like, it gets announced who the imposter is, and then everybody just tries to do their jobs beforehand.
Where was it? That is actually...
Yeah, because
I don't know.
I'm due to be imposter, so that sounds about right.
Where was
We-
it?
The other thing,
Like
I was,
regular
going to propose, if we had time, is we do 2 more rounds of this. If we're going for longer, then we do a guilty as sock, because I know there was a custom evidence file prepared for that.
We can do. We can end up going to sock court.
It's entirely up to you.
We can take it to sock court. I'm happy enough to go to sock
Voting
court.
Additional options.
I think...
Yeah, because I can stay till about 10:30, which is about 40 more minutes, and guilty as sock. I usually took about what, like 20 to 30 minutes of
20 to
trial.
30 minutes
Yeah.
ish, yeah.
We can move to soccer court if we want.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know Rain in my chat, who's in the shared chat, is voting for sock.
Okay, we can end up going to sock court. I'm going to, if we're going to switch over to sock court. Potato, have you got sock court?
Yeah, I'll just get it installed quick. Give me 2 secs.
Beautiful stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to propose just for a little bit is I'm going to end up popping my system onto break mode just whilst I switch on over. So let me sort out. I'm going to leave the game now. There we go. I've left now.
I can have Anya's beautiful chat open for guilty as sock.
Tremendous. Right, okay.
How does one exit a game?
Escape, leave game.
Oh, right. Escape. No, that's not working.
You've just gone to
Click
escape.
the cog in the top right.
In the top right.
Yeah.
Right.
Should be a little cog.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
Right, here we go.
Over to guilty as sock. I think for this I need to, because I usually do the chat in the game, but we can do Discord if that's easier. I just need to know how to turn off the sound in the game then.
I think, doesn't the game, like, it uses your microphone and, like, moves the mouth, doesn't it? So,
Yeah, we'll just
Yeah.
mute
Yes.
Discord.
yeah, so we may as well just...
Okay.
We can keep cams
Yeah.
on, but we can mute Discord, and then Discord will just be muted.
I just need to figure out how to mute Discord.
There we
Oh,
go.
just mute ourselves.
Yep, we just end
Does
up...
anybody have any roles they would really like to be?
I always like being prosecutor, but I'm happy for someone else to take that if they want to have a go at it.
Well-
I've never played, so I don't know.
you can be whatever you want. You can end up randomizing if you really want to.
I realize
Unless anyone really wants it, I didn't do judge in the last
That's
might
true,
have an
yeah.
extracted judge.
You are due a judgment.
I really like being witness.
That's
an option for me.
Joe Sondow, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Guilty as sock is, well, sock court is guilty as sock, where you end up playing as a sock and you have to end up debating what the prosecution ends up bringing and the defense ends up trying to defending. It's a wonderful game. It's all about being a sock. Have you ever been a sock? I have.
Did you remember my sock decorations from previous? Oh, I did. I'm beautiful.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm changing mine.
Actually, have to go. This is very weird.
They've added some items.
I've noticed.
You've never been a sock? Well, today you will see it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I ended up getting it correctly. I am terrible with names usually and terrible with pronunciations. Terrible with everything, to be fair. I'm going to send over the code to you guys quickly.
Oh, there's some great stuff in here now.
Oh, wait a minute. You can jump in, can't you?
Oh, there we go. Mr. Matt Internet's caught. Like tis locked.
Okay, let me send over the code and then you can get into there.
Many thank, friend.
Should be correct.
Oh, you put the code in the chat? Okay, I have to go find that then.
I have now. Right, whilst that's all getting up, I'm just going to run off quickly, just for a few moments, just to end up quickly relieving something quickly, and maybe getting a quick drink as well. I'd recommend...
Go for a drink.
Yeah. It's recommended. I think I'll just put that on. Hopefully it's too small for people to see. But there we go. I'm just going to end up flipping it over to a break. So, be back in just a moment.
I might also briefly relieve myself.
So now, here is where some speculation begins. Speedbangers 23 was held on the 3rd of June 2023. A few purchases of Sausage Hunter took place around this time, with the price even being lower at 22p. What a deal! 4 snails! Less than a week after Speedbangers 23, the price skyrocketed to £24.99. £24.99 for 7 levels and 4 snails. Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy game to feature what? The fire spell, blood, or the ability to save?
I'm pretty sure I know what this is.
It's never a bad thing to say I know much more about Mario Kart.
It's okay. We're good at both. We can do both. It's between A and B, obviously. I wanted to say that I don't think there's a fire spell in Final Fantasy VII. Is it called fire? This is awful because I know an awful lot of things about Final Fantasy VII, but this is a very basic thing that I should know. But no, my head's going, oh, did you know the Marlboro? Oh, did you know the Sunken Galinka Plain? And I'm like, it's not helping me right now, brain.
Oh, poor brain. It's trying. It's trying its best.
It's either fire or blood. My gut instinct was blood. There's a lot of blood in Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I saw any blood in Final Fantasy VI. However, I've not really played an awful lot of Final Fantasy VI. I feel like the fire spell is in Final Fantasy VI. So my gut is to go with blood. But I'm well aware that I've kind of fucked us here, so on my head be it.
Can I just say that I'm amused by the fact that your gut is to go with blood, because we got blood and guts here.
I think that's all I've got, Mr. Matt.
So you're locking in B?
I'm locking in blood.
You're going for the cheeky bit of claret?
Yeah.
Your gut was ever so close. And it was actually bubbling away, and it's correct. It's actually indeed blood.
Sorry,
Nice
team.
one, Garlips.
This was the first Final Fantasy game to introduce a drop of claret. Final Fantasy has since been trying to lay off the red sauce, with it being used sparingly in later titles, after audience got wound up with the bloody postal moogles in Final Fantasy IX. So after that...
Things about Dynamite Heady's development are the changes between the Japanese release and the rest of the world. As usual for games during this time, many of the names changed along with stage titles, which is where we get the film parody titles from. However,
When I play this game.
There we go, perfect.
Your Honor. Your mic is not muted in Discord, Anya.
Now it should be.
It is.
Thank you. Was it doubling up?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay, good to know.
I didn't realize that when I first came back. Mine was doubling too.
Yeah, I've ended up prompting for muting. Hopefully everyone...
So we're just waiting for Kieron.
And if Kieron doesn't want to be the journalist, I can be the journalist. I feel like the journalist does need a lot of like on-the-spot creativity. So if that's not a thing Kieron wants to do and would rather just improv witness, I'm fine with that.
You could also be a journalist and just not talk. Ray and Shine is suggesting, Anya.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, I think I don't know if Rain was saying that she could be the journalist and not be in the Discord thing.
Hmm.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I didn't hear you talking for a while, Floof.
Yeah, I can't hear you in the game.
Also, yeah, because if the journalist just draws pictures, like, and does headlines and stuff, then that could be someone else.
Yeah, but then Kieron would be the bailiff, and I don't know if that's what.
Oh, I see.
They want to be.
I don't even know what the bailiff does.
I will say if we did
Pet the
want
dog.
to let Rain in to be the journalist, she is an artist in real life, so her journalism is very good.
And it will be unexpected and out of the blue. I'm voting for, okay?
You want to? I'll send the code over to Rain then.
Fantastic, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Yes.
Okay.
Go on and
Apologies
slam.
about that. I was saying, I wondered who on earth in Anya's chat knew my dog's name, and it's my partner. My partner's in Anya's chat.
Hey, Silver.
Yeah, hi. Hi, dear.
Hello!
That was actually a very funny one when we were having that accents discussion at the very start, because obviously a couple of you have met them now and you've had them talk. They don't have that like stereotypical Texas twang. And I once complained about it. I was like, you don't have the Texas twang. And completely out of the blue, one day they just joined Discord, and for like 30 minutes they just spoke in the most horrifically stereotypical Texas twang.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, I'm never complaining about this again.
Silver Waters, hi! Hi! Hi.
So Rainshine has joined as our journalist. Everybody welcome in Rainshine. She is my moderator and one of my biggest supporters on Twitch, and she is also an artiste, so she will give us some very good drawings for the game.
I
Hello,
hope...
Rainshine. Welcome.
Lovely.
You've been very lovely in the chat all day.
Welcome in, Ryan Shine. We're looking forward to your journalistic pursuits here, and whether or not the judge will be fair to you as the as a member of the press.
Yeah, and so Kieron, you're playing bailiff, which really all you do is you kind of like can bonk people and make them so they can't talk for a while. So it's a pretty, I don't want to say easy job, but it's a very low pressure job.
You kidding me? You also get to pet a dog.
Oh, you get to pet a dog? I didn't know that.
Yes, you get to pet a dog.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's what matters.
Do you need to do something, Mr. Matt, to make your default evidence show up?
I already have.
Kieran, you need
sure.
to mute your microphone in
Did
Discord.
you know? Sausages can actually fly if you throw them hard enough.
There you go.
But seriously, I wish I could soar like that.
Garlips, I think you're the last
Imagine
person
the
to lock in.
chaos.
Oh shoot! I could have pressed the button.
Right, are we all ready? Let's go to court.
We pressed the ready button, Mr. Matt.
I'm wondering what case
Must be ready.
Garlips will end up bringing towards us today. Official court dog petter is a very important job. Very important job.
Well, personally, I think Tits McGee needs a retrial, but you know, that's me.
That's fair enough.
Okay, so right, prosecutor Garlips is coming up with the charges. Got it.
Yep. At the moment, he's writing up a case for us to end up dealing with. Throw it at the dog. There's an achievement for petting the dog a certain amount of times.
There might be. Honestly, there might be.
No, there is. Whee!
There is. Okay, great.
There's an achievement for completely disregarding all the evidence as a judge as well. I'm not going to go for it. Don't worry. I am aware of it.
One day, when we least expect it, it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
Be like,
Joe in
no,
the
I'm
chat
not
was saying
convinced by
expecting.
anything.
So,
Ooh.
Boop, do you want to read out the case?
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Kiefer Sutherland is accused of being a damned sexy vampire 24 hours a day. Boy.
We are here on the docket with matter AC3591, case in the matter of Sutherland versus other people. Kiefer Sutherland, you're accused of being damned sexy vampire 24 hours a day. I'm going to open it up straight away. Prosecution, please begin with your first piece of evidence.
Of course, Your Honor. I must present the evidence to the court. We have where is it? Adrienne clones. Does that come up?
Mm-hmm.
The accent in the last one. Where do I see evidence?
Sort of come up, yes.
Right,
Tab.
so, accused is accused of being a damn sexy vampire 24 hours a day. I agree. Exactly. And we have the evidence that there were multiple Adrienne's clones at the scene. That is because Adrienne knows a good-looking man when she sees one, and Kiefer Sutherland is a good-looking man. And so she cloned herself so that she could have relations with him. Multiple relations.
Your Honour, I must end up presenting to this court, and of course to the fine press and the jury, the note taker, and of course our wonderful bailiff, that the presence of multiple Adrians does not end up impacting the ability for our boy Kiefer here to end up being a vampire 24 hours a day. I put it to everyone that for 20 minutes a day, Kiefer Sutherland is just a regular human being just going for a regular dump, thus meaning that for 23 and a half hours, Kiefer Sutherland is a damn sexy vampire, but for half an hour, Kiefer Sutherland is not a damn sexy vampire because they're going to the toilet, and this can end up being evidenced by the multiple Adrian clones watching him go.
So, let me see if I understand the legal basis of your counter-argument. It is that you think that the prosecution is incorrect in the quantity of time spent as a damned sexy vampire.
Indeed. And I think that that means that
Please
this...
do not produce flatulence in my direction.
And, if you do that again, I'll have to use the cuffs.
What?
That's enough of that.
You get one as well. What? No! I'm not on trial here!
In contempt. Cuff him.
Oh,
Behave
why?
yourself. This is a courtroom, not a Wendy's.
ow!
Right, prosecution, I believe we've heard enough from the defense. They believe that the accused is not sexy 24 hours a day. Do you have a second piece of evidence that might support that?
I will take a look, Your
refute
Honor.
What the? Wake up!
Okay, this is an important time to mention that they can vote in the chat by doing guilty or not guilty. You want
Yeah.
to give.
That's true. Yeah. Your Honor, I must present the second piece of evidence, which is the frozen
Can't believe I
body
got
of
muted
Tingle
again.
the Fairy. Tingle, of course, famous from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. He's a flamboyant character, wears a suit, walks around. His body was found completely drained of blood in Kiefer Sutherland's trailer. Now, I don't know many normal human vampires, but I do know that vampires suck blood.
That is an interesting argument. Does the defense have any counter? Hold on. What is that? Are you even a friend of Tingle?
Whether I'm a friend, sir, Your Honor, that does not play in. Like, my relation to Tingle is nothing to do with this.
You
I
being
feel like if you're bringing Tingle, the greatest illustrious being that we have ever known, into this case, you should at least know his magical words.
Yeah, Tingle Tingle Kula Limpa, but no one else is allowed to use those words, Your Honor, not even you.
I did not say them. I made you say them. You're in contempt.
can I
Defense.
can I be released so I
You
can
have
actually?
the talk for the prosecution.
I can't talk.
I don't think I can release you. I
release
think that is the bailiff.
Oh. Thank you. I can talk again now.
Release the defense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the evidence presented by the prosecution as a summation is that the frozen body of Tingle has somehow been devoured by vampires.
Now, you can't prove that our boy Keith, our dear boy Keith, has ended up actually doing anything to Tingle. The fact that the body was stored with Kiefer's, in Kiefer's freezer, points to him. But my boy Keith here, he's a good lad. He never did anything to Tingle. As annoying and as awful as Tingle is, he didn't do anything to him. All right? Rest my case.
I feel like I should just remind you that anything you say is remembered by the court. Be careful if you disclose locations like freezers and things. But that will do for the prosecution's opening argument. Defense, do you have any evidence to produce in defense of your client? That is the wrong person. Bear with me.
Thank you.
I know what I'm doing.
I would like to present to... Oh, we've got breaking news. Keep us on...
Newspaper in the court. Keep... Wow. Give me that back. I need to see that.
I need to see it as well.
Well, this is pretty irrefutable evidence. I'm going to put it to the prosecution first. You can see that Kiefer Sutherland is in fact not sexy while
Your Honor, are we
dump.
looking at the same picture? Because he looks
Prosecution,
incredibly
what do you have
sexy.
to
What are
support
you
this?
talking about?
I think Garlips is saying that this is fake news.
Well, no, this is an accurate picture. It's just I'm seeing a stud from where I'm standing.
You're seeing a stud on the crapper.
That's
what
wrong.
you're saying.
The picture's been taken from quite far away, so you can't see the fangs. But apart from that, it's entirely accurate.
Garlips, are you revealing something about yourself here today?
Defense.
That's not very Kulu Limpa of you, Mr. Attorney, Mr. Man Internet.
Look, I've got to defend our boy Keith here. Our boy Keith, who has been nothing but lovely to all of you in this courtroom today. And you're now going, hey, you know what? I'm into, Keith Sutherland taking a dump, and that's sexy to me, And I can understand that people might think it is, Right. This is destroying my case, Bloop, okay? Please.
I was hoping you might refute that a little bit more demandingly.
How could I?
Admitting that it's an absolute devastating piece to your case.
I can't kink shame Garlips for being into, that sort of stuff. I can't do that, man. I can't bring myself to it, okay?
So what you're saying is this is the fault of our journalist. So what
Yeah.
you're saying is this is the fault of our journalist for making Kiefer Sutherland too sexy whilst trying to depict him as not sexy.
Exactly.
Your Honor, if I may, you clearly are not finding.
Yes.
It's not Kiefer Sutherland's not doing it for you. But if you imagine a celebrity of some note that you do find extremely attractive, and then imagine them that they go to the toilet because everyone has to go to the toilet. Do they stop being sexy the moment they start going on the toilet?
What?
Depends. Well, are they just doing the natural ablutions, or are they performing a 40-piece orchestra?
Well, I'm sure we can agree that the picture shows Kiefer simply taking a shit. There's no orchestra involved.
Well, I think those three could probably end up playing
He
instruments.
might not know if he hasn't had the entire brass section out prior to being caught. The brass section might have summoned the fans. You don't know
Sadly,
that.
the photo does not contain audio yet.
This
I agree.
is off topic.
Can I present my evidence now?
Off topic. I'm going to get us back onto topic. Yes, please, defense, continue with your evidence. We shall remember the first piece of breaking news, however. Now, proceed.
Okay. I think. There we go. I think I'm going to present to the court here today salt-flavored salt. Now, as we know, salt-flavored salt ended up being something that Kiefer Sutherland here, our boy Keith, ended up carrying on his person, his salt-flavored salt. Now, why would he be carrying salt-flavored salt? And I put to you all that the reason why is because of slugs. The natural enemy of vampires is slugs. And our boy Keith here has been plagued with them. And I think we can all agree here in the court that slugs are not sexy. Okay? No one here thinks a slug is sexy. Do you, Bailiff? Do you think a slug is sexy?
It's a good argument.
See? Anya, what's all this? See, you don't think a slug is sexy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying no, I don't think they are.
Fantastic.
No, they're not sexy.
And I
They're
think.
also way more prevalent in the UK.
See, you've seen so many slugs now.
Kiefer Sutherland is an American.
Yes.
But he hung out in the UK for a
I
bit.
fail to see what this has to do with
Your Honor,
sexiness.
if I may refute the defense is incredibly weak.
It's incredible. This is the.
First of all, not only did the defense admit the fact that Kiefer Sutherland is indeed a vampire and therefore attracts slugs, as vampires are known to do. So the defense already accepts that, but also does not become unsexy by association with slugs when he's in fact trying to get away from the slugs with said salt. It's almost as if he presented a piece of evidence for the prosecution.
You've fallen right onto my trap card, my friend, because don't two positives create a negatives or two negatives create a positive, yeah? So if it's salt-flavored salt, it means it's good for the slugs. Think about it like that, yeah? I presented it perfectly. There you go.
So
You can't count a salt.
I am shocked.
You started out saying that it was to stop the slugs, but then you're saying he's got anti-salt.
Yeah. I'm an expert in sock law.
So it attracts the slugs. Sorry, I'm doing the prosecution's job.
Mate, you look like you came from the fucking 1800 shogunate. Like, what the fuck is that hat? Well, that's just rude.
Let us not resort to our basest instincts in insulting the appearance of the people in this court today. I will remind both parties that the vampirism is not against any known statute. It is the quantity of vampirism that we are here to prosecute. Vampirism in moderation is okay. Permanent vampirism is not. Please stop that.
You can't stop a fartnado, okay?
Present another piece of evidence.
All right. Ah! I was trying to present evidence.
I will. I didn't do that one.
It's not even my turn anymore. You've lost my turn. Thank you.
There you go. We'll have witnesses after this second piece of evidence.
Okay, this is a devastating piece of evidence. It's a bottle of warm Sprite, okay? Now, our boy Keith here. Our boy Keith. Okay? Our boy Keith was just having a lovely day, okay? And you know what? He accepted a bottle of Sprite off of a gentleman called Pixel Portable, okay? He accepted that bottle of Sprite and he glugged it. He had a great old time with it. Until he realised what it actually was. That isn't sexy. That isn't sexy at all. He's drunken warm piss. He's drunken warm man piss. Not sexy at all, is it? I rest my case.
Your Honor, yet again, the defense...
Prosecution,
yes, the
do you have
defense is
anything
yet
to say to
again,
that?
deciding that they're going to go with kink shaming as their main... their main argument, which is just, it's gross and appalling. There are plenty of people who enjoy water sports, and the defense is trying to say that they're not sexy. They're having their own sexy fun with consenting adults, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Guys, we're learning a lot about you here today.
For all our sakes, that I really hope for all our sakes that the journalism was not listening to this discussion.
I have a sneaking suspicion we're about to see something disgusting.
To our witnesses.
No, I told you. I told you.
I'm gonna find the witness button here. Oh no.
Defense.
Oh no, I've been into. Oh, this is okay. This is okay. That has me questioning things that a man should never question.
Why is this?
I'm gonna throw this over to prosecution.
Your Honor, and please correct me if I'm wrong here. That's a damn sexy slug.
Mm-hmm.
I would put it to the jury that is not a slug. That is not a slug. Everybody, that is not a slug. That is a slime girl. And as we know, slime girls can be strangely sexy. Slug girls. Oh, no. So I think this is a manipulation by the press to try and end up making slugs seem sexy when it's actually slime girls. Slime girls who are sexy.
Your Honor, what characteristically makes slugs disgusting to most people? Would you argue it's the slime? So
yes, I would argue
the defense's point is moot.
I would argue it's not just the slime. I would end up arguing it's the millions of teeth inside of their mouth and the locomotion that they end up having, along with that weird colorization that they end up having.
I feel Mr. Matt Internet is showing us how much he knows about slugs today.
I wasn't expecting to be fair. It's a good thing that I read up on slugs today.
I am not qualified to distinguish between a slug girl and a slime girl. This is a new and confusing territory for me. So I'm just gonna stow that away. And maybe that is a sexy slug. Maybe that is not. What was I doing before this confusing and slightly alluring tangent? I believe I was calling forth a witness. Prosecution, who is your witness?
Where do I choose that?
It is the thing.
Yes, we're calling the doggy.
It says like witness.
Hello, doggy.
Very well, doggy.
For the purposes of this trial, Your Honor, the dog is going to speak English and not dog. But that was just a few barks to show that the witness is indeed a dog.
I am indeed convinced that this is a dog. Prosecution, first question for the witness,
Now,
please.
around Kiefer's trailer, unfortunately, because of those Adrian clones, a lot of debris has built up. Lots of Kentucky Fried Puffin boxes that are empty, strewn across the floor. It's led to a real dog and rat problem in the film studio set that Kiefer Sutherland obviously lives in. So, this dog has seen Kiefer Sutherland during the day by peeking through the window of the mobile home, and tell us what you saw.
It's been rough.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we haven't acknowledged your own personal pain in this, but if you could just put that to one side and tell us, you saw Kiefer Sutherland sleeping upside down from the ceiling?
I did. He was in his trailer and his feet were up on the ceiling and he was sleeping upside down, and I saw it for exactly 24 hours because I'm a watchdog.
Your Honor, no further questions.
Excellent.
What was that?
Defense, do you have any questions for this interesting witness?
Okay.
Dog.
I understand that you are purporting to be a dog, so you say.
Alleged dog.
An alleged dog. I've just got to end up asking, what was the group that Snoop Dogg was a member of?
I don't know. My mama won't let me listen to rap music because she said it was bad for my ethics.
There we go. I put it to the judge and the members of the court that we now know that this is not actually a real dog. This is a fake dog. All dogs know Snoop.
I'm sorry that my mom was a racist dog.
No further questions for this.
Is that your only question in cross-examination?
It is indeed. I feel that that's a very strong case.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Prosecution, do you have a...
I'd like you to watch this demonstration. Doggy?
Mm-hmm.
Here, boy. Fetch. It fetched the ball, Your Honor.
It didn't. It hit it in the face. Like that.
It caught the ball.
Fetched the ball.
And now it's gotten too
It
warm.
looked like it fetched the ball. No, that looked like fetch to me.
I can't believe you're buying this.
I don't know what to tell you. That looked like fetch to me.
I can't believe you're buying this.
No further questions. We will conclude this.
Bartnado.
We will go. Prosecution, please present one final piece of evidence, and then we will have a counter-rebuttal witness from the defense and a piece of evidence from
Defense can also call a witness, I think.
I can indeed.
Yeah, they can. I'm breaking it up so you don't just have your one segment and then you're done.
Got it.
Your Honor, I'd like to present a set of udders.
Okay.
These are a set of udders that are totally udders.
Interesting.
Now, Mr. Matt Internet, of course, is the originator, the most famous creator of the phrase totally udders. We all know exactly what totally udders mean, and yet it's a phenomenon. It's an unquantifiable je ne sais quoi, so to speak. Mr. Matt Internet is very good at coining catchphrases such as this. But when he says that Snoop Dogg was in a band before that, he doesn't know what that band is. It's a lie.
Dog pound.
Much like Totally Udders, it's an artifice from which he hides behind and tries to manipulate culture.
How can I... You're saying that I'm a manipulator. If I was a manipulator, would you think I would end up making our boy Keith here? Our boy Keith, a definition of sexy? No. Like, look at his little face. It's too small, it's too round. That's not sexy. I wouldn't define that as sexy. If I was the arbiter of things, do you think that I would end up having this world as it is? No, it would be far worse. Far more chaos. More curdled milk.
Quite thankful that you don't have those kinds of far-reaching, extensive godlike powers.
It is, isn't it? You're lucky.
I must interrupt these proceedings and fire a question, although it's not typical of the court to do so. What do either of these statements have to do with the presence of udders and their totality?
Your Honor, it's totally others, and I think that speaks for itself.
To be fair, that is a vibe.
But is being a vampire now totally others? Because that
Your
makes
Honor,
it
I would
legal.
posit that any kind of sense you try to attribute to this sentence will only make you more enraged. Just accept that it's totally others and move on.
Yeah, that is to be fair.
Well, okay.
High five, buddy.
I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
Do you have a piece of evidence to present to the court?
I do indeed.
That's not evidence, that's a witness. Would you like to call your witness instead?
I'll call my witness. Hello, witness. You are an amateur detective.
Excellent. Who is this?
It's my amateur detective.
Hello.
Hello, Amy Chur. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Now, I tasked you with ruffling through our boy Keith. Our boy Keith spins. And you were trying to find anything that could end up being used to basically end up showing that our boy Keith is not sexy 24 hours and is, you know, not fulfilling 24 hours of sexiness, okay? Is actually hitting, I believe, well below the mark. You know, I'm being conservative with half an hour, but I believe that could be more. What did you find in the bins of Keith? Our boy Keith.
Well, I'm trying to find my accent, and I think I'm going a bit Australian now.
It is slipping.
I know. I can't find an accent right now. I'm trying to find one, and I think I'm going to land on this one. Okay, so, well, you see, I did go through the trash, and I did find quite a few things that I think is important for the courts to know. One of the things I did find was mass amounts of garlic pills. And I know garlics, that should be especially interesting to you, because these pills were taken by our defendant here. I quite saw it quite a few times him taking the pills, empty pill bottles of garlic pills. And then I also did quite find some things that were quite unsexy, if you ask me. I found a magazine, an incel magazine, quite unsexy if you ask me. I don't think an incel would be interested in impressing the ladies.
Oh, was that Incel Insider?
It was Incel Insider, quite right, yes.
One ironic name.
I did also, inside her, I barely talk to her because I'm an incel. I did also find quite a few letters from his mom, where he talks about how much he loves her and how he would never choose another lady over her. Quite unsexy from my feminine perspective, if you ask me. And I did also find just a sheer amount of unwashed clothing, very stinky. Not udders at all, if you ask me, as a woman.
My goodness, it's the opposite of totally others.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Exactly.
My goodness.
Not sexy at all, and maybe not even a vampire, if you ask me.
There we have it. See, ruffling through the bins.
Yeah, Your Honor, I have
Prosecution, do you have any
quite
questions for the
damning
witness?
questions, actually, Your Honor. First of all, an Australian journalist. Who's buying this? Okay, second...
Quite offensive, or quite, if you ask me.
I'm not
because
I'm
you
not
guys
entirely
came
sure
to
she is
colonize my.
Australian.
Just because you came to colonize my country doesn't mean rude.
Anyway, moving on.
All right.
The garlic capsules that were found at the scene. As we've previously ascertained, there is a serious bin problem around Kiefer Sutherland's trailer because of Adrienne. And now something that people don't know about Adrienne is actually she's incredibly jealous of Garlips because Garlips wins every episode of Low Res ever. So what she's been doing, what she's been taking to recently in rather desperate action, if you ask me, is to consume garlic pills in the hope that it will create a winning low res power within her, akin to Garlips's massive domination of the gaming comedy-based panel show, right? As for the letter, which is a complete fabrication and doesn't exist, Otherwise, it would be here today as evidence.
Well,
The simple
Your
fact
Honor,
is,
if I
Kiefer
may,
Sutherland
Your
is.
Honor, if I may.
Wow.
Where are you from now?
There it was.
Southern
You
Australia.
said you were going to try and
Southern
keep it down,
Australia.
but you just couldn't manage.
Southern Australia, Your Honor. If I
Yes,
may,
witness.
the letter that he had written, that Mr. Sutherland, our poor boy Sutherland over here, had written to his mother. You see, it was eaten by a dog that was standing outside the trailer. And when I tried to get it from the dog, I tried to bargain with him, and the dog said, "I don't care. I was just hired here to look over this and lie about it by this fancy lawyer who talked to me before. So you can go ahead and have this letter. I don't care." And that is why I do not produce the letter for you directly right now. I don't know if you've seen any lying dogs around you.
Your Honor, the simple truth of the matter is, if we can't accept the word of this witness, we also cannot accept the word of the other witness, and therefore have to rely on the fact that Mr. Matt admitted that Kiefer Sutherland is a vampire, and that, you know, you can be sexy on the toilet. It's okay.
What?
Again, he's not on trial for being a vampire. He's on trial for being a damn sexy vampire 24 hours
we
a day.
ascertained the vampire part, we ascertained the sexy part, and we've ascertained the 24-hour day part.
But you're saying that he has no breaks whatsoever. That half an hour.
No, this witness is garbage. Get her out of here.
Wow. I can't believe you're doing my witness like this,
I
okay?
do declare
So you
that's
are done
quite
questions with
rude
this
of this
witness.
prosecutor over here to both question me just because I switched my accent
I
halfway
say.
through.
Now I say, I'm definitely going to be declaring that you have ended up besmirching my good witness here.
Can't a simple lady amateur detective
I do
switch her accent
apologize.
sometimes?
I do apologize, amateur detective. This is a public defender's office, and as you can imagine, you know, it's the kind of quality of lawyer that you just get when you don't pay any money.
Truly,
now,
this
where
makes
was
me
I?
really question whether or not I want to keep
I
being
don't
an
know what
amateur
these
detective.
buttons do anymore. Well, given you couldn't even find your own accent, I would recommend you look for a new job.
I do declare it's quite a rude court over here.
This goes all the way to the top.
Please.
Bailiff, I think you need to end up think you need to lock up the judge. The judge is losing it.
Right, defense, I want you to present two pieces of evidence that support one another in the interest of time.
Okay, let's have a quick look. I'm gonna go with, let's use, Jesus, okay, let's figure it out. A horse in the server room. And along with that, I'm also gonna end up playing,
Breaking news!
Hold fire, there's breaking news. It's the final piece of news. Oh my god.
so it's not totally udders. And there's a dog that's got a
Is
letter.
that an incel mag? That is an incel mag.
Dirty laundry,
Okay.
dog with a letter.
I'm gonna break this. Yeah, I'm gonna break this down. It looks like there's a well-used pair of hot boxer shorts, a crying Kiefer Sutherland, an incel magazine which has appeared, a dog eating a letter, maybe, or bringing him the letter. It's hard to tell, and no others at all. Prosecutor, what do you
Your
have
Honor,
to say
I'd like
about
to bring
this?
your attention to something the court previously overlooked at the beginning of this session. The amateur detective noted that the person, as journalist today, was one of their top Twitch chat contributors. Now, I would like to posit that this goes all the way. Just follow the money, Your Honor. Clearly, this is an orchestrated campaign of disinformation to try and detract from the simple fact that Kiefer Sutherland is a damned sexy vampire 24 hours a day.
I think right now that the defense is, well, the prosecution is losing it.
Well, are you losing it, mate? Because you just said that you were me.
Well, it's because I wasn't prepared for a second there. I thought I was you for a few seconds. I thought for just a few moments, what would it be like to be like Garlips? What would it be like to be Garlips? And to be honest, it terrified me for a few moments there, so I had to recompose myself. I apologise for that, okay? I apologise to the court. And I'm going to present Mr. Matt's dentures. They've fallen out again. I think that the fact that Keith Sutherland here was borrowing Mr. Matt's dentures and using them himself automatically disqualifies him from any kind of sexiness, okay? And along with that, the fact that there was a server, a horse released into the server, doubly proves that, okay?
But how did the two pieces of evidence tie together? I did specifically say that the two evidences had to be linked.
Okay,
Did you know sausages can actually type, just like me? But I can't find the quote command. Guess I'm just a lonely sausage.
Himself.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Sausage-tron just chatted and I was very scared for a second there and it terrified me. So the way that these two pieces of evidence connect together, and I know you're thinking to yourself, okay, how do these two things link together? It's very simple, okay? Keith Sutherland was doing maintenance in the server rooms for low res, and he'd asked to borrow Mr. Matt's dentures because, you know, the larger, more disturbing teeth would end up helping him bite through cables. And during that time, a horse somehow had been released in the server room and kicked old poor Keith, and they caused them to fall out. And I think that the whole event of being in a server room on a Saturday, repairing a server, wearing Mr. Matt's dentures, and then being kicked by said horse server automatically makes him not sexy, okay? You can't come back from that. Prosecution?
Prosecution, your response to this?
Your Honor, this is a fantasy constructed by a narcissist who must win his case at any cost. The simple fact of the matter is the low-res server rooms do have their issues, and people do need to be sent in there on occasion to calm down horses and chew through cables, as is normal in any IT business. But the simple fact of the matter is Kiefer Sutherland was nowhere near because he is a Hollywood actor. He doesn't have the need to borrow dentures, and even if he did, I don't think he would borrow Mr. Matt's because everyone knows where they've been. We only have Mr. Matt's word for the fact that his teeth were lent to Kiefer Sutherland, and to be honest, I think he's lying through them.
My friends, how could I be lying through the dentures if Keith is wearing them right now? That's why his mouth is closed.
Please point to them.
He's got his mouth closed.
It's a strong response.
See? Twitch chat.
I've got $5 million up my ass. Shall I prove that? Oh wait, no, it's already there. You can't see it.
Yeah, it is. Congratulations, you're a millionaire.
No.
Through your sock anus.
We all know the prosecutor isn't a millionaire. If the prosecutor was a millionaire, he wouldn't be working cases like
I
these.
would have had to come off my holiday, Your Honor.
Prosecution, I'm going to pose the same to you. For your final two pieces of evidence, please make sure that they are inextricably linked to one another.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's trying to figure it out.
The first piece of evidence is Big the Cat's corpse.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't make necessarily any sense in conjunction with this case, but I must add the second piece of evidence. And you asked for them to be linked. They are. Mr. Matt's cap was found at the scene of Big the Cat's murder.
Order! That is a shocking revelation. Please explain yourself immediately, Prosecutor Garlitz.
Kiefer Sutherland was in his trailer. Meanwhile, the attorney, Mr. Matt Internet, the defense, he knew that he needed to plant evidence for the amateur detective to find and think was real. While he was there around the trailer, of course, this was a big Hollywood movie set, and Big the Cat has recently gotten work because you know how like every 20 years the Sonic games kind of like get good for a while again? Well, Big the Cat was hoping to ride that back into popularity and star in Sonic 4, which of course we all know Kiefer Sutherland has got a part in as Blaze the Cat.
Really, Blaze? I thought he got SBO.
It might have been SBO. To be honest, Your Honor, I've got better things to do than keep up with Sonic movies. But the simple fact of the matter is Big the Cat was also in that trailer park, in his trailer. And while Mr. Matt was there, Mr. Matt saw an opportunity to enact a fantasy he's previously included on low res as a joke. Of course, we all know, much like President Trump, Mr. Matt Internet makes jokes about things that he really sincerely wishes would happen, and that was the death of Big the Cat. So I posit that right after we finish this case, Your Honor, we need to try Mr. Matt Internet for the murder of Big the Cat.
I'm outraged, Your Honor. I am outraged. Did the prosecution just compare me to Donald Trump?
I did.
That's, you see,
Also,
an attack on my character. See? And it's calling Anya to end up gonging.
I mean, I would much prefer your response to be about the evidence and not whether you are or are not the Oompa Loompa from the States.
I
Look,
made my case, Your Honor. The defense doesn't have a defense.
Look, at the end of the day, I was nowhere near Keith Sutherland's trailer. I think that if my hat was there, it ended up being blown over by a freak weather system. It could have been some wind. It could have been a bird. Like, a bird could have picked it up. Like, I think it was a bird, Your Honor. I think it was a bird.
Your Honor, I think there's a lot of hot wind coming from this side of the court.
The only hot wind that's coming is my fartnado.
I'm not sure you're refuting any of the evidence, but okay.
I'm pointing out they're circumstantial.
We stopped the
I also want to
farting.
point out that the bailiff is not in control of Mr. Matt Internet's farts at all.
Aha!
Right, I can do it.
No!
No more flatulence in this court.
Oh,
Flatulence is now illegal for the next 30 minutes.
I've been locked up. Hey, thank you. I've been released. Right. My final bit of evidence.
Clear defense that in the interest of fairness, which I am mandated to be fair, supposedly, I don't care that much. In the interest of fairness, you have one more piece of evidence to present. Please do so.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to end up saying that a bucket of deep fried puffin was found there. And of course, as we know, puffin is one of the cutest animals on this planet. You know, do you know what a baby puffin is called? A puffling.
That's really cute.
It really is, isn't it? You can go verify this as well afterwards. I'm not making this up, but it's a puffling. And the fact that old Keith, our dear boy Keith here, our boy Keith, was found with a bucket of KFP suggests to me that this man is not sexy. Thank you, everybody.
I would like to bring to the court's attention that I just
that
Google
has
searched
concluded.
Yep.
it. A puffin is called a puffling.
See?
Your Honor, if I may refute that last piece of evidence, it only corroborates the previous facts that were attained. Those puffin barrels are there because of Adrian's very many clones that are obsessed with Kiefer Sutherland. That's why they're there. We've already covered that. Mr. Matt Internet clearly forgot and is trying to present that piece of evidence as if it proves his.
Excuse me. Go and check our Keith's breath. Okay. Go and check our boy Keith. Our boy Keith. Go and check him. Check his breath, and you will find that it smells of puffin.
How convenient that we cannot open his mouth to see both the dentures and the breath that you now claim are both within the client, but cannot be presented.
Need I remind the court that my defense, my poor little Keith here, our boy Keith, was selected by the prosecution. This picture was selected by the prosecution. Okay, that's why he can't open his mouth.
Well, the court has suspected that there may be some need for expert testimony, so the court has provided a witness of itself in the final matter before closing arguments. We have to my right a vampire expert. Now, ma'am, you've been studying vampires for your entire life. Please give us your credentials.
Well, you see, I am from Eastern Europe, where I am the expert on the vampires.
There you go. This witness has been proven by the cop to be an expert witness. So both of you will get one opportunity to question the expert witness. We're going to start with you, prosecutor. Do you have any questions for our
I have
expert
several
witness?
questions, but I'll try and keep the court's time, wasting to a minimum. So I'll ask them quickly. Are vampires real?
Yes, very much so.
Aren't vampires quite sexy?
It depends on the vampire. I've met some real assholes in my day.
Okay.
Dracula, absolute asshole.
Yeah, I read a book on it. Please look at the defendant. Please don't claim whether he's a vampire either way, because you could very easily destroy my entire case just on a whim. But could you not agree that the defendant looks like he could be a vampire who is very sexy?
I need to see his face. He's looking away from me.
Please, Keith, our boy Keith.
He's not listening to you anymore.
I am sorry, Your Honor. I cannot weigh in on the vampire.
I don't know how to make him look
Because
at
Mr. Matt Internet won't stop looking
in
at
my
it.
direction. My credentials.
Stop looking at the defense.
I'm not going.
Defense.
I'm not going to question.
Look, I'm just looking at my boy Keith, okay? I'm just looking at my boy
He's
Keith.
too damn sexy, you can't take your eyes off him.
No, I'm trying to figure out what his face is. It's so weird.
I'm gonna have to ask the defense to stop looking at Keith.
I can't. His face is confusing.
Stop looking at him.
His face is confusing. I can't help it.
I will say that this man is a vampire.
I
He obviously
I
has
can't force him to
the
stop
defense.
looking.
Damn.
I think he has the defense in a trance,
Oh, there you go.
and that is quite sexy, if you ask me.
Excellent. Prosecutor, any more questions?
No, Your Honor, I feel like I've covered everything. The fact that the defendant won't even let us look at Keith just kind of proves.
Yeah, that is pretty damning. Defense, do you have any questions
I
for our
have
expert
seen the
witness?
vampire now.
There we go. See,
Your
Vampire.
Honor,
look,
I
because
can see the vampire. Look at the man. Look at how
Yes.
sexy he is. That mullet, quite sexy.
Yes, it is.
the bailiff ended up
It
making.
is quite sexy, but may I interest you in slug girls? They're something I've very recently been introduced to, and they are interesting. But aside from that, defense, do you have any questions for our expert witness?
Hello there, expert witness.
Now he turns this way.
Hello.
Hello
What can I
there.
do for you?
Well, I just want you to end up confirming. Have you seen the documentary Blade?
I have quite well. Yes, Wesley Snipes, good friend of mine.
He's an incredible vampire. Incredible vampire. Now, do you remember?
Well, he's only a half vampire in that movie. He can move in the sunshine.
Indeed, I know he is a day walker. It's an amazing bit of documentary work. I don't know how they got.
And we've seen the blood rave. Quite sexy.
It is, but I want you to think about another scene in that documentary. Okay, I just want you to think of another bit of that documentary, and that is the bit where they introduce a very large vampire that is in a tub, and it's basically like, you know, those beef tomato frogs that you can end up finding, and people put them in like pots and things like that. One of those, but it's a vampire. Does the presence of that sort of vampire prove that not all vampires are sexy?
I've already said not all vampires are sexy. Dracula's a big asshole.
You see, Dracula's an asshole, and he gives that aura of being unsexy by that. But the man himself can end up appearing suave and sexy if he so wishes. It's just that he's kind of a dick, and that turns people off. But I'm proving that there is a physical appearance of a beef frog toad that could also prove that there are unsexy vampires. Just want to make sure that we have a presence there.
Quite, yes. I
Was
would
that
agree
a
with
question,
that.
defense?
Your Honor, the defense doesn't even know what it's doing. It's asking questions that prove the prosecution.
I think
He's even copying now. I was just doing that, and now he's copying me.
Do you have no further questions?
I have no
Do you
further
have
questions.
defense?
No, I just want to end up trying to understand Keith's face again.
Closing arguments. Thank you for your time. No, yeah, that's fine. Prosecutor, your closing
Your Honor.
argument, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, and others of the jury, socks and socks alike. Kiefer Sutherland is a damn sexy vampire 24 hours a day. Now, we've managed to prove, with the defense's help, that not all vampires are sexy. But we're not talking about all vampires, we're talking about this one, okay? We've managed to prove that a bunch of stuff was around his trailer, but all of that is there for a reason, and none of it is Keith's doing. The simple fact of the matter is, the defense hasn't been able to shatter one of the prosecution's arguments, and instead has resorted to farting in court, throwing balls, and referring to the documentary Blade. I have nothing further to add, Your Honor.
Closing arguments from the defense, please.
Okay, members of this illustrious sock court, coffee mug, piece of paper, floor khaki that we're making here. I just want to end up pointing out that we've only got 24 hours in a day, you know. We've only got 24 hours in a day. And if a person, a vampire, can't have, you know, 20, 30, 40 minutes just themselves to be unsexy, then surely that would end up driving a person insane. I think we've ended up having evidence that proves that our boy Keith isn't always sexy, okay? And that there are unsexy vampires. I put to you all that this man is not guilty. He is not guilty. If he's not sexy 24 hours a day, you must acquit. Thank you all.
Right, I have heard quite enough, and in light of all the evidence, it's very simple what needs to be done here. Defense, are you familiar with the Viking people?
I've not met them, but I know of them. I think I read a leaflet once.
So are you familiar with the term home gang, or a duel to the death?
I have heard of duels to the death, yeah, let's go for it.
Excellent. We're going to do something very similar to that. I'm going to give you one chance to land a piece of paper on my desk. You are his champion. This is his trial by combat.
Okay. There you go.
Excellent. He is most certainly guilty, because only a sexy man could convince another man to fight his battles.
What the hell?
I was also going to say, it didn't land on the desk, it landed on him, then it landed on the desk.
Then the desk.
I can't believe that.
That was fun.
He's now in prison for 10 years. Do we as humans have the capacity to be sexy for 24 hours?
Sorry, that dragged a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was delightful.
I didn't feel it dragged a bit. We got plenty of time to do our jokes and japes.
We've
Sorry, I sort of threw Anya in it because I thought just like 2 small segments is enough, so I sort of threw Anya in it at the end there.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's good. That's smart. I like that for like a longer court case, bringing in the witness, but you saying what the witness is, because they don't. The prosecutor and defense have to go with what it is. But
I also
that was very fun.
I want to thank Rain for the awesome pictures, and also it was like 1 for the prosecution, then 2 for the defense, which I actually thought was good because the defense was awful. So the defense needed the help in the second half, and so giving them the pictures made sense.
It should be shouted out that art was absolutely fantastic.
It really was.
Yeah, truly fantastic.
I'll do a quick chat shout out too. Rain doesn't stream as regularly, but if you can ever catch one of her art streams, they're quite delightful. And she does do emotes and all those kinds of good stuff for Twitch people. So
tremendous. I've put a follow on her now. That's been put on. Tremendous.
Yes.
Okay, so are we wrapping up? I believe.
I believe
I
Garlips
think
needs to.
so.
Yeah,
I would
I
also
was-
just like to say it was remarkably hard to not do a British accent in a virtual room with a bunch of British people. I definitely was not trying to do a British accent when I started speaking, and then it was really hard not to.
Okay, so can everyone just go around and try to do an American accent other than Anya, obviously, and then we'll end up flipping the roles, yeah?
I didn't
Half nearly
understand
everything
what,
you said, yeah.
I didn't understand what you asked
Oh.
me to say.
Just anything in an American accent.
What would you want in particular?
Perfect.
Oh, that was good.
Garlips
That
is
was
really good
good.
at American. I ask Garlips quite often to do American accents, and I'm always very impressed.
Much obliged.
That's pretty good.
I feel like I've
You're
done an entire
pretty
course
good.
with terrible accent, so I'm accented out.
Okay,
I
Potato.
don't know where I was from. I do not know where I was from. Don't ask.
Kieron, you're going to hit us with a...
What, you wanted me to do an American accent?
give it a good shot.
Howdy, y'all.
Nice.
I
Um,
can give it a shot. I'm not very good at them.
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like eating so many like Cheetos and some Funyuns. Oh my god, I can't even believe how many I've eaten today. It's just like so many.
Can you just say, and they were roommates for me?
And they were roommates.
That was
God,
because
they
it
were
pointed out in the chat that Brits typically go Texan with their accents.
I know,
That was really impressive, Mr. Matt.
I tried to end up going in a different direction for everybody, and I'm also aware that
Yeah.
on my screen at the moment it looks like I've got massive forehead due to where the hat is.
Again, it cut
Okay.
like nearly everything you just said
Not
off.
everything,
You pointed to your
I'm
forehead.
sure you were funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was something. I think Discord's let us down a little bit this evening with some of the
Yeah.
voice chat, so I do apologise to people in chat if we have been cutting out.
Yeah, I feel like when I
Discord
do
is doing real bad today.
when I can do British accents, I can do like RP, and then it's like the most mix of like London, Scouse, Cockney, like whatever mixture that is that Americans think is like, oh,
You what, bruv?
You what?
yeah, oh, you want me to do, bruv, you want me to do an accent now? This is what you want to hear from me. That's about it. It's like that, or it's like RP. Those are the two
You can
things.
always go pirate. Remember, the pirate accent is a
Mm.
wow. It's from Somerset.
Arr. Super
Always go
easy
pirate.
too.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good there, lads.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for doing this. This was delightful and fun and a great time.
Was
Hell yeah.
indeed. I'm so glad that we've ended up getting some form of a co-op stream. I'm glad that we popped each other's cherries tonight, Anya, on the co-stream fun train.
Mr. Matt, do you want to quick talk about Low Res, the most recent episode that came out, and maybe put a link in the chat so people can watch it?
I can certainly attempt to. I end up creating and hosting and doing all the editing of a weird show called Low Res. It's on the internet. It's available for free on YouTube with no adverts. I know, it's crazy. No adverts. And also, we just hit 130 subscribers during this stream. So thank you to whoever ended up subscribing during the stream. So thank you so much. The latest episode just come out. It's all about porthole safety. We have a codec call during it. We have weird adverts. Sonic the Hedgehog is in one of the adverts. We have gaming questions. Things that I said a year ago have somehow ended up sort of happening in this year as well. It's bizarre. I have no idea how we did it. But yeah, new episode of Low Res out. It's wonderful. Go and enjoy it. I've put a thing in the thing. If I put that there, that should hopefully do a thing.
Everybody go check it out. And if you're here from my side of things, I'm on 2 episodes. I'm on the Clock Tower episode and the Christmas episode. The Christmas episode is quite long, but quite enjoyable.
As a lot of long things sometimes are.
Yes. And then you get to understand what Totally Utters is.
Oh god, yes. Where there's a skeleton that appears at the end. Was. What a Christmas that was. Anya, why don't you end up saying hello to my audience as well, and end up saying, introducing yourself and all that jazz.
Oh yeah, to anybody that's in from just Mr. Math thing. Hi, I'm Anya Keister. I'm an American, if you couldn't tell by my accents. And what? What, bruv?
What?
In it? She's coming here with this accent. How are we supposed to know she's American? Oi!
It's
Hello?
what's going on now?
I don't know. Have I suddenly become British? I don't know. But anyway, so I stream a lot of improv. I bap. I'm just throwing chips. I typically play a few times a week. I just am about to finish. Oh, Floof, this is really important to you. I did a whole Metal Gear Solid playthrough in game chronological order. So starting with Snake Eater and playing through it in game chronological order, and I finished it, and then realized I get to play Snatcher because Snatcher is a derivative of the Metal Gear Solid series. There is Mach 2's there. Foxhound is there, Outer Heaven is there. So I don't know if I'll be finishing Snatcher, Hideo Kojima's 1988 classic Snatcher on Friday, but I'm gonna hope to finish it on Friday maybe. So, but yeah.
You also play the ridiculously chibi SD Snatcher that also.
I did see that, and it does look very ridiculous.
It's long. I would recommend emulating it and using a speed up function.
Okay, good to know. But yeah, that's me. And also, if any of you all happen to be queer, I do run an event called the Rainbow Raid Relay, where every other month we do marathon raid. Typically, they've been 4 days lately of all queer streamers playing games based around a theme. August event is probably going to be retro gaming, which does mesh quite well with low res, honestly. So if you happen to be queer in any way, part of the LGBTQIA+ community, reach out to me and you can be part of the event.
Tremendous. I would really recommend checking out the event as well. It's a great watch to end up going through as well. Okay, so just final quick things as well, I think, from our other special guests that we've ended up having on the stream here this evening. Of course, Love and Floofen.
Did you say my name?
Yes.
Discord cut out that. Discord cut out that a bit.
It does that thing all the bloody time.
What am I to do?
Just end up shouting yourself out.
Hi, I'm Love and Floofen. I'm known as Lavenji Gaming on YouTube. I'm popular at the beginning tournaments and cover any sort of retro old RTS games. I used to play games very well, but I don't anymore. Sometimes I play music, but never on stream. That's me.
Kieron Potato.
Hey, I'm Kieron Potato. Just to get back.
That's Discord.
Check out little bits. Sorry, is it cutting me out?
It was cutting you out.
He's just Kieron Potato.
Yeah, I'm Kieron Potato. You can find me on like social media, I guess, with that. Or on TikTok, it's Kieron_reps for like music-based stuff, really. Other than that, yeah, that's me.
Because you literally book for a venue.
Yes. Yeah.
All into the music stuff. And last but certainly not least, I think we should end up having a special shout out for Garlips.
Hello, everybody. My name is Garlic. Garlic? My name is Garlips. Wow. You made me question myself.
That's like the inverse of how you got the name Garlips.
Yeah, which is really funny. Twitch.tv/Garlips. I've got my birthday coming up, so sort of like a week today? Yeah, a week today. I'm doing a 24-hour live stream. We're going to be playing loads of jank Steam games that I've never seen before. We're going to have a big wheel that we spin, land on one. You'll be able to do all kinds of things in chat, like veto the game I'm on, call for a game. You can also, I'm finally putting a TTS on the channel, so people will be able to put all kinds of obscenities and very questionable content in the TTS as well. So please do look forward to that. If that sounds fun, you know where to find me.
Beautiful. Right, so I think that's it from me myself. So I'm going to end up saying goodbye for now to everybody.
Sounds good to me. I think we can Goodbye. We'll cancel this Discord and then say our goodbyes on our own channels. Well,
Yep.
thank you all. It was delightful. Have a good rest, everybody.
Well,
You
indeed.
too.
Wow.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye for now.
Mr. Matt Internet is the worst streamer on Twitch.